You can rest assured that everything on your list will get a check mark, all in a day's work, powered locally at Cenex.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
Farming today requires constant adjustment, innovation, and the right seed, and you'll find that with Pioneer Seed at Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion. With the most advanced technologies and local experts, Dakota Seed and Service share in your hard work on the farm, adapting to an ever-changing industry. When you need the right seed, protection, and service, make it Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion. There's no better organization that gives back to the student athletes than the Booster Club. The Vermillion Booster Club is committed to helping all student athletes grow. Join the Tanager faithful today by becoming a member at GoTanagers.com. While you're there, check out team apparel for your favorite sports team. Like them on Facebook to stay up to date on all the latest information and sports games. Join the Vermillion Boosters today and go Tanagers.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
When it comes to advertising, reaching the right market while giving back to the school is just plain right. If you're looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Heath Nimke today, and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer, Merce Appliance, downtown Vermillion.
Birds like tanagers are great at flying out of the way to miss your car. Deer and other drivers are not. If you're in any kind of accident, bring your vehicle to Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. We repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition and handle the entire process from start to finish, including an accurate estimate and dealing with the insurance adjuster. So good luck to the tanagers, and if you're in an accident, bring your vehicle to
Blaine's Body Shop. Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Give it off to CJ, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Midwest Ready Mix Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. Their specialty, 6x6 front discharge mixer trucks that allows for better placement of concrete and ease of use. Midwest Ready Mix Equipment offers the highest quality of concrete products and aggregates, and also a full-service dealer for low-gun equipment featuring telehandlers, excavators, and ASV track skid loaders for purchase or rent. Midwest Ready Mix Equipment, East Highway 50, Vermillion.
Hey kids, it's never too early to start planning for your future. Did you know Masaba provides scholarships and tuition assistance? They are committed to your success, offering engineering, drafting, and welding opportunities, plus scholarships, job shadowing, and mentorship programs. Learn more at masabainc.com/careers. When I grow up, I want to work at Masaba.
Masaba Manufacturing. Unlock your future and rock with us.
Core Cares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. Core Cares, proudly serving our community.
Jensen Kennels is your safe place to take your dog while you're away. They have over 7,000 square feet of indoor run space and outdoor play yards. They pride themselves in providing enrichment both mentally and physically for all types of dogs. And speaking of size, Jensen Kennels can host any size of dog, from the smallest Boston Terrier to the largest Great Dane. To find out the full services Jensen Kennels offers, check out their website and Facebook pages. Next time you need your dog to stay in a safe, fun environment, make it Jensen's Kennels.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
This month in Grossenberg's calendar, it's their Kids Coloring Contest. If your kid is 6 to 12 years old, they can color the page on the calendar and bring it into your local Grossenberg location, where their staff will judge, and your kid could win a $100 gift certificate for John Deere merchandise. See any of their 9 Grossenberg locations and get your kid what they want most: $100 in John Deere merchandise with their coloring contest only at Grossenberg Implement.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
About anything. We love technology and making it work for you. Dakota PC Warehouse, because being a nerd is our superpower.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
What's your big picture?
To keep the farm in the family.
To pay off the loan.
To start my own operation.
To drive Grandpa's combine. Right, Grandpa?
If owning a successful operation is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has ag experts to help you plan for the future.
To diversify.
To teach her how to drive a combine.
Find out how First Bank & Trust makes managing your farm easier at bankeasy.com. Life can get pretty busy out there. Daily commutes, carpooling, and then there's that weekend getaway. Cenex is here to keep your vehicle fueled up for those long drives, your pantry stocked for those snack cravings, and the propane grill ready whenever you are. Things can move fast, but with your local Cenex, you can rest assured that everything on your list will get a checkmark, all in a day's work, powered locally at Cenex.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box. Proud supporters
only
of all
going to be
Tanager
with you
athletics
for
and
the
student
pregame
athletes.
show this evening, as Cole Larsch and Joe Van Goor are coming up in about 30 minutes time or so to get you set for kickoff. Coming up at 7 o'clock. The main reason, the main purpose for me not doing the whole pregame show, if you will, is just taking that night off with a lot of other sports, a lot of other events, activities that go on in my life. Every once in a while, you have to step away. That being said, I'm not done even broadcasting yet this week. I still have more games coming up this weekend. Just like I said, have to take a step away and do some other tasks. But again, Joe Van Goor and Cole Larsch will have you covered for this evening. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Dakota PC Warehouse. They specialize in sales of quality products that fit each individual or company's needs. They have a full-time service department to efficiently repair and service your desktop, laptop, tablet, phone, or whatever it may be. They also provide TV repair at Dakota PC Warehouse. What more do you need to say about coming into this matchup? It seems on paper we can move on. We can move on to the next week, if you will. Week 7, we don't need to play this game because on paper, it seems like Sioux Falls Christian is going to roll right over the Vermillion Tanagers. Coming into this matchup, Sioux Falls Christian, they were in conversation going into this season about being ranked number 1 in Class 11A. A lot of people, including myself, thought it was probably more of a Canton Seahawks team. We'll see what happens, but you go back a few weeks ago, back to week 4, where Vermillion had just gotten done playing against the Canton Seahawks, of course, in a loss, but it showed everyone the playbook on how to beat Canton through the passing game, and that's exactly what the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers were able to do. They led 28-0 over the Canton Seahawks after quarter just number 1, and that was in part due to 2 big passing plays. They would run away from the Canton Seahawks and get the victory 49-7. And continuing on for the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers, you can look back a few weeks ago for the Vermillion Tanagers when they lost against Madison. They could not get their offense going. They just struggled to move the ball offensively. The Sioux Falls Christian Chargers had no problem doing that against Madison last week at home, winning 42-0. And then you just look at this Sioux Falls Christian Chargers team, talent not just on their offense and defensive line, but everywhere else, it seems like as well, including their quarterback is also getting looks at the NAIA level, and several other big names a part of this team. It makes it a very, very special Sioux Falls Christian team, and it feels like at this point, this game is kind of a preview of what we could see for them in a little over a month's time back here in the Dakota Dome, playing for a state title. It just feels like it's inevitable right now for the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers. Is it going to happen? I don't know, but again, this has been a very, very good Sioux Falls Christian Chargers team. On the opposite side, for the Vermillion Tanagers, as we said, it felt like a must-win game last week against the Millbank Bulldogs if they wanted to have a chance at making the postseason. They get that 20-0 victory, in a large part not because of their passing game, but because of the running game, as Chapman was finally healthy once again, ran for over 225 yards in that victory against the Millbank Bulldogs. Which leads to our next question. What are we going to see from this Vermillion Tanagers team? Now, I was able to catch up more with head coach Tom O'Boyle, and he said this week it's all about just mixing things up, taking those first few drives, seeing what Sioux Falls Christian gives us, and then from there kind of developing a game plan, developing what we can do to take advantage of the Chargers. He said it's not going to be easy, and one thing about this Chargers defense is they run what I personally think is the best defense you can possibly run at the high school level. That's a 3-5 defense, 3 down linemen, 5 linebackers, and when it comes offensively, it makes it so hard to read. You never know where the blitzing linebacker is going to be coming from, and usually you're talking about multiple linebackers coming at once. It gives a lot of different looks, a lot of different angles, and then if you're a team that has success like the Vermillion Tanagers did last week, they'll start to build the box or stack the box even more, which makes it difficult. But even going back to that, what are we going to see tonight from the Vermillion Tanagers? As I mentioned, Tom O'Boyle said he wants to keep it 50-50. Now, he says that multiple times, and then we see him either run the football 50 times in a game or throw the football 50 times. So it's going to be kind of one of those situations. Just have to wait to develop and see how this game moves along to see exactly what the Vermillion Tanagers are going to do tonight. And they're also coming into this game just playing with that free spirit. There is no pressure on them. This doesn't necessarily mean if they are or aren't going to make the postseason. The only thing, if they win this game, not only is it the biggest upset in Class 11A, it gives them a lot of motivation, momentum moving forward. We'll see if they can get that upset, but certainly going to be a large task for them this evening. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment. They offer the customers the highest quality ready mix concrete products, and more. They can customize their mix designs to fit your company needs. Coming up here on the pregame show, we are going to catch up with head coach Jared Smith of the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers, talk more about his football team and what makes them so special. And then also coming up next, we're going to take a look at the media standings, the seed points in Class 11A. We'll also jump around the rest of the state of South Dakota to see what we're going to see for the standings and what the big games are coming up for this evening. That is all on the way. Again, I'm Heath Nimke here on the pregame show. As I mentioned, Joe Van Goor and Cole Larsch come up a little bit later on. But for now, we're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have that look at things going on and across the state of South Dakota. That's on the way next here on Friday Night Lights.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
Farming today requires constant adjustment, innovation, and the right seed, and you'll find that with Pioneer Seed at Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion. With the most advanced technologies and local experts, Dakota Seed and Service share in your hard work on the farm, adapting to an ever-changing industry. When you need the right seed, protection, and service, make it Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box. Proud supporters of all Tanager athletics.
Again, the Tanagers coming in 2-3 on their season. They opened up the season with a loss right here in the Dome back on August 30th, so over a month ago now, where they lost to Lennox 48-13 before they bounced back the following week on the road as they defeated Lakota Tech 55-0. Then back-to-back losses on the 13th and the 20th. As I mentioned today, the Canton Seahawks 45-31. And also lost on Friday, September 20th against Madison 28-7 before they were able to win last week right here at the Dakota Dome with a victory over Millbank 20-0. So again, the Tanagers come in 2-3 on the season. For the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers, as we mentioned, number 1 in Class 11A. According to the media, they are 5-0. Wins against West Central 42-13, against Rapid City Christian 41-22, against Lennox 19-8, against Canton 49-7, and against Madison 42-0. It seems as of late, the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers have really found their stride when it comes to scoring offensively. And as I mentioned, when it comes to the standings, let's start there. How about we begin with the media polls in Class 11A? Sioux Falls Christian is the unanimous number 1 with 5-0. They are the only undefeated team left in Class 11A. In second, according to the media polls, is Lennox at 4-1. Third is Del Rapids, also 4-1 on their season. Fourth is Dakota Valley at 3-2. And according to the media standings, number 5 is West Central. The only other team receiving votes is the Canton Seahawks. We've seen some other common names up there, including Tri-Valley, who is no longer a part of the top 5 or even receiving votes when it comes to Class 11A. We are, though, 5 weeks through the season, so it puts us past the halfway point. And again, we talk about what the media thinks, but ultimately it does not matter what the media has to say. It all comes down to your seed points, which accumulate, if you will, if you do not know how this happens, for wins and losses, and then how good of a win it is and how bad of a loss it is. That being said, talking about the team you're playing, how many seed points you get for the record being whether it's the best, the middle, or one of the worst records is how they kind of all base it off of. And then again, come out to be an average, if you will. So that being said, Sioux Falls Christian is number 1 on the seed points, or to what makes the playoffs. Tied for second is Del Rapids and Lennox, both at 43.6. Sioux Falls Christian is at a total of 48 seed points. I think Sioux Falls Christian might even be able to lose the last remaining 4 games and still make the postseason. Sitting in 4th right now, tied for 4th, include Dakota Valley and West Central at 42.6 seed points. At 6th is Canton at 42 seed points. 7th is Madison at 40.8. And then 8th is actually Rapid City Christian at 40.4. So that is your playoff picture as of right now. Just outside of it would be number 9, Tri-Valley at 40.2. Millbank and Vermillion are tied for 10th at 39.2. 12th is Custer, and tied for last is Belle Fourche and Lakota Tech. Both teams have yet to pick up a win this season. So things are very, very interesting when it kind of comes, if you will, looking at, well, 7th through 10th in those kind of final 4 positions, because there's a little over 1 seed point that separates Madison from Vermillion. So a lot still going to happen, a lot of big games left on the schedule, but it's going to be interesting as these next few weeks work themselves out to see exactly what is going to happen. And speaking of, taking a look at the games for this Friday evening, what we all have. All games kick off at 7 o'clock tonight, and there again are some big games coming up, including the Black and Blue Bowl, as Canton and Lennox will play against each other. That one is happening over at Copland Field in Canton. Other action in Class 11A tonight for football. Hot Springs takes on Custer. Dakota Valley goes against Beersford. Millbank versus Sisseton. Vermillion takes on Sioux Falls Christian. Lakota Tech versus Rapid City Christian. West Central versus Del Rapids. That one, another big game happening at UTET Stadium in Hartford, South Dakota. Other big games coming up for tonight do include Madison versus Tri-Valley. And finally, to wrap up the games for tonight, Belle Fourche takes on St. Thomas More in a Class A to Class B clash. And that is a look at what's happening in Class A for this football season. While we have a quick moment, let's take a look at other things going around the state of South Dakota. In the media standings in AAA, your number 1 team is Harrisburg. Sioux Falls Lincoln is number 2, and Brandon Valley number 3, according to the media. Now, those 3 teams are also all still undefeated. Otherwise, still in the media polls for AAA, 4th is Sioux Falls Jefferson. O'Gorman is number 5, receiving votes Sioux Falls Washington and Sioux Falls Roosevelt. On the AA side, number 1 right now is Watertown, number 2 is Brookings, Yankton is number 3, T Area number 4, and Spearfish is number 5. And for the first time since forever, Pierre is out of the top 5. They are receiving votes. Pierre has lost their last 3 games, including against Watertown, Brookings, and Yankton. So 1, 2, and 3 in the media standings. And it doesn't get any easier for the Governors tonight as they take on O'Gorman. But that is a look at the media polls according to Class 11 AA. Again, that one still feels like it's extremely wide open when it comes to who's going to have a chance at winning it all. On Class 11B side, according to the media, number 1 is Winter, number 2 Sioux Valley, Elk Point Jefferson is number 3, Woonsocket Wessington Springs Sanborn Central number 4, and Mount Vernon Plankinton is number 5. No one receiving votes in Class 11B. In Class 9AA for the media polls, Parkston number 1, Hamlin number 2, Elkton Lake Benton is at number 3, Viborg Hurley number 4, Tripp Delma Armor ACDC is in there at number 5. Again, they are undefeated, ranked number 5 in Class 9AA. This is a TDA ACDC team that moved down to 9-man football, and they've had a lot of success so far this season. Receiving votes in 9AA, Hill City, Kimball White Lake, and Leola Frederick. Class 9A, media standings. Howard is number 1, Wall number 2, Warner number 3, Wolsey Wessington number 4, and Harding County Bison number 5. Phillip is receiving votes. And finally, to take a look at the media standings, number 1, Avon in 9B, Del Rapids St. Mary is receiving 2 first-place votes. Fulton area is number 3, Sully Buttes is number 4, and Canastota number 5. Receiving votes does include Corsica, Stickney, Oldham, Ramona, Rutland, and Kadoka area for the 9B standings. And as a look at the state of South Dakota, what we all have coming up, there is only one game that has gone forfeited for tonight. That was Leola Frederick area, as Northwestern is going to be forfeiting for tonight as they do not have enough guys for their football team. Northwestern doesn't, so they are forfeiting that game. There are also a few games that are currently underway. You can check those out at the bottom of our screen with the score ticker there and see everything that is going on around the state of South Dakota. Again, this is your pregame show. I'm Heath Nimke. Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Grossenberg Implement. At Grossenberg, you'll find new and used equipment like combines, tractors, planters, and more. They also carry a wide assortment of equipment parts to help you make quick fixes and get you back to work without skipping a beat. If you have not seen their new location over in Beersford, make sure you check it out, as they have done some great remodeling over there. In fact, it's a brand new building, so check them out over there at Grossenberg Implement. We have plenty more yet to come up here on our pregame show as we're going to step aside, but when we come back, we'll sit down with head coach Jared Smith to talk about the success of the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers and what they expect tonight against the Vermillion Tanagers. That is on the way next here on Live Ticket TV. Organization that gives back to the student athletes than the Booster Club. The Vermillion Booster Club is committed to helping all student athletes grow. Join the Tanager faithful today by becoming a member at GoTanagers.com. While you're there, check out team apparel for your favorite sports team. Like them on Facebook to stay up to date on all the latest information and sports games. Join the Vermillion Boosters today and go Tanagers!
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
When it comes to advertising, reaching the right market while giving back to the school is just plain right. If you're looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Heath Nimke today, and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer, Merce Appliance, downtown Vermillion.
Birds like tanagers are great at flying out of the way to miss your car. Deer and other drivers are not. If you're in any kind of accident, bring your vehicle to Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. We repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition and handle the entire process from start to finish, including an accurate estimate and dealing with the insurance adjuster. So good luck to the tanagers, and if you're in an accident, bring your vehicle to
Blaine's Body Shop. Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
pregame show as we're getting you set for kickoff between the Vermillion Tanagers and the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers. Good evening, I'm Heath Nimke, getting you set for kickoff as it's time to get to our coaches conversation as we were able to catch up with head coach Jared Smith of the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers to talk more about his football team and the success that they are having, again coming in at 5-0 overall, number 1 in Class 11A. They have been extremely successful this season, not only due to a few of their offensive linemen that are including getting looks from D1 offers or colleges. They've just been a very built, very good, very talented, very structured offensive and defensive line, but then also looking at the talent around this offense and defensive line, you have to talk very, very spread out. Lincoln Prinz comes in for a throw for almost 1,000 yards so far this season, while Whitty has rushed for almost 500 yards. Again, a very balanced attack that we have seen from this Sioux Falls Christian Chargers team. And I was able to catch up earlier this week with head coach Jared Smith to talk about the success of his team and what makes this team so exciting, and how tonight's game is a primer on what they hope to be back here at the Dakota Dome at a later date this season. Here he is on our pregame show. It's head coach of the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers, Jared Smith. Coach Smith, you get ready for the Vermillion Tanagers, a big game coming up this week. You guys get to play inside the Dakota Dome. I know the ultimate goal is to play inside the Dome coming up a little bit later in the season. Of course, that's always the goal, to make it to play for a state championship. But I want to go back to the beginning of this season so far. You come into this game ranked number 1 in Class 11A, 5-0 on this season. This is a new ranking over the past couple of weeks. You're right there at the number 2 spot after you beat Canton in a huge game a few weeks ago, and now getting that number 1 spot in the media. Let's begin there. How do you make sure your guys stay away from the noise and take care of business week in and week out?
Yeah, we talk about that every week. We talk about staying humble and hungry, and we get up here in Sioux Falls, we get some media attention. You get, maybe the Argus Leader, Sioux Falls Live comes and they want to interview, after the game, and they're taking pictures, and that's great. But, for our school, we're always talking about just like, who can we give the credit to? Like, we're going to give it to God. We're going to give it to our teammates. We're going to give it to, the other coaches and things like that. And so, for our guys, it's just like, push that away, give that praise to somebody else, and let's focus on like the little details that got us to where we're at right now.
Well, you can give a little bit more credit to some of the guys out there, and we see just what your team has been able to do. You put up 40-plus points in 4 out of the 5 games so far this season. What has made this offense so successful so far this year?
I think, we're pretty multiple. We can do, I guess, what we need to do to move the ball. If a team loads the box on us and plays, tries to play man on us or some cover 1, I think we have guys that can win deep. Cole Snyder is an outstanding. He's a returning 2-year All-State player. And he's fast. He's getting some looks. He's got some NAIA offers. He's getting some interest from D2 places at DB as well. We have little guy Tate Gadboys. He's a little X receiver, our solo guy. He's a 4'6", 4'7" guy too. Nick Popkes is a tight end for us, big body, but he also has some speed and good hands. Kind of got a little silky, smooth route runner. Britton Mulder, really good basketball player. People know he just finds open grass and runs some really good choice routes for us as well. And then Brant Wassner, a kid that we kind of rotate in. He plays some defense, he plays some offense, he plays a little quarterback in the second half of a lot of games. He's a stud athlete. He's a basketball star here as a freshman last year, and as a sophomore decided to come out for football and really got me excited because he's just a heck of an athlete. And we got 2 running backs in Brady Whitty and Jensen Pixler, who just rotate every other series, keeping each other fresh. They both start at linebacker. So we got skill guys there. Our quarterback is going to Dort. He's an NAIA guy too. And, it's all of that's nice. But when you have a Division I left tackle in Lincoln Semchenko, and then other big boys going across the board, Colton Steen is our left guard. He's like 240. Our center's 250. Our right guard's 260. Our right tackle's 220. Those guys, it's the biggest line we've ever had. My first 3 years here at Sioux Falls Christian, we had one guy over 200 pounds on our starting offensive line. And we weren't great, and we were missing the playoffs or making it and losing in the first round. And now that we got these big, strong O-linemen, we win more games. It's just, there's no secret. You need to move people against their will in football to be successful, and it all starts with those guys up front.
Well, I mean, you just gave credit to every single one of the guys on offense. I love that as you as a coach, just knowing all your guys and just how much talent you have. You even alluded to the basketball team. This is my first time in quite some time, it feels like, since I last got to see Sioux Falls Christian on the football field. But as you mentioned, basketball, I get to see them each and every year in the DAC-12. And my goodness, Sioux Falls Christian's always one of the premier teams when it comes to Class A. And you talk about being able to move the football so efficiently, whether it's in the air or on the ground. And I want to go kind of back to the beginning, maybe even the start of the season. Did you know this team was going to come together the way they have and that you'd have so much success this early on in the season?
Well, we believe in these guys and the time that they've put in. Like I said, we just have a bigger, stronger team than we've ever had. And I just believe that that's going to be helpful to winning football games and being able to run the ball. I know that we got some guys that we can throw it to if we need to, but I want to be able to run the ball. And when you get some nasty weather in late October or early November in South Dakota, if you want to make sure that you can go deep in the playoffs, you better be able to run the ball. You'll get a 40-mile-an-hour windy, rainy, snowy night, and if you just throw the ball, you're going to be in big trouble. So that's always been the plan. And so we felt like this year coming into this that we got a couple good running backs and a really good O-line, or at least guys that we felt like we're going to mesh together. Our left guard played fullback for us last year. We moved him to a guard spot. Our center this year, when he was a sophomore, he was a fullback. So as those guys have just gotten bigger and stronger, we just kind of moved them into those spots. And our kids, the kind of kids we got, also, they're unselfish. So when you want to play fullback, you want to be a fullback. You want to maybe touch the ball sometime. You want to maybe go a little slip route. Maybe you can catch it, be the hero. And our kids, while they might want that, they do what's best for the team. So I ask a kid, hey, if it means that we can go deeper in the playoffs or maybe play in the dome, would you do that for us if that means you're playing guard? Yes, sir. Absolutely. And I've heard that the last 2 years from Paul Hookman and Colton Steen, and that means everything. And we have Nick Popkes, who's our tight end. He started as a sophomore last year for us at right tackle. And our right tackle had something happen in practice. His hip was kind of hurting him. And it wasn't like, oh, this guy's injured, he's not going to play. But the next day, Nick Popkes comes up to me and said, hey, if you need me to play right tackle, let me know. Like, there's not a tight end out in the world that wants to go back to playing tackle, if they can't, because they want to catch balls. Mm-hmm. But yet this kid says, hey, coach, if you need me to play right tackle, I'll do it if that's what's best for the team. That's what it takes. And I've not seen that everywhere I've been. At Roosevelt, we had great kids, but every kid wants to be the star. Every kid wants the ball. When I have those kids coming up to me and volunteering that without me even having to go prod it or beg them, that's what it takes. And when you got kids like that, you can win a lot of games.
This team is completely bought in to what you've brought to this system with Sioux Falls Christian. The way you explain it right there shows just exactly how great your team is committed to one another, how much of a family they are, and this is just great hearing from you as a coach that just explains it in depth of just how great and how tight these guys are as a team. You also alluded to getting your chance to play in the Dome. Now, we both know that this is just a primer to what you hope is coming up at the end of the season. But that being said, you do get your chance to play in the Dome. How much of this is a game? Yes, beat the Vermillion Tanagers, but how much are you also trying to get the guys ready, get them hyped that, hey, this is an opportunity that could happen here and again in about a month's time?
Yeah, I think our guys will. I think all of that, just being comfortable, being somewhere before, seeing what it's like, being in there, seeing the surface, playing on the surface, being in the locker rooms, the noise level. It wouldn't be anything like it would be if we were playing in a championship game. But, I don't know. I guess who knows what the type of fan base we got coming in from Vermillion or from Sioux Falls Christian. That'd be awesome if we could get it rocking in there. But yeah, it's a different place to play. It's a different surface. I think all of those things just make things a little bit more comfortable. We would love to be playing in the Dome to finish the year. That's the goal every single year, to finish indoors in November. And so I think that would be a really helpful to our kids, and having that experience ahead of time. And I don't know if there's anything with the surface, if there's anything with that turf that we need to know about or figure out this week, as opposed to coming in there blind and not knowing anything. And if we were able to be fortunate enough to play there in November.
I can tell you this much. It is brand new, and I have been told, I haven't been tackled on it yet myself, but I have been told it doesn't feel as bad as you may think to be tackled on. So maybe those can kind of give you a little bit of helpful moving forward for the rest of the season. Of course, like you said, hope to get back there at the end of the season. Let's go quickly to the Vermillion Tanagers. This is a team that you have seen on film that will throw the football 100 times in a football game, and then they might run the football 100 times in a football game. Who knows what Coach Tom O'Boyle is going to do on any given Friday night. So how do you get ready for the Vermillion Tanagers?
Yeah, we just we look at their, kind of give a breakdown on the formations that they do, whether that's, a 2x2 kind of spread with that extra O lineman, or a 3x1 with an extra O lineman, or, sometimes they have their running back in the backfield too, and it's just a typical trips and formation, but they like to have that extra lineman in there to run, and their quarterback certainly can do it. But yeah, like you said, they throw the ball a lot. I think our initial breakdown of some of those formations are in the it's 80 to 90% on some of those. So that's kind of what you prep for. But you can't just absolutely abandon the fact that, they can run the ball out of those formations, and their quarterback's really good and very capable of doing it.
Yeah, like I said, you never know exactly what you're going to get for the Vermillion Tanagers, and sounds like you're well prepared. I can tell you this much as well, Coach, if you're looking for some helpful advice, I have no clue what's about to come either. You and I are both going to be just as surprised whatever happens on Friday night. You talk about the rest of the season, just quickly looking ahead. You still have a Class B, Bridgewater Emory left on your schedule, Del Rapids and Dakota Valley, both those games on the road to in this season. How much of this is going to be 1 week at a time, continue to remain focused, and keep that ultimate goal in mind, knowing what's about to come ahead for your group?
Yeah, it is 1 week at a time. We preach that, and we don't overlook anybody. We know anytime somebody has number one on their, in front of their name, teams are going to get their best shot. Coaches are going to be as prepared as ever, and we take that seriously. Our coaching staff, I talk to our staff about that as well as our players. Like, we're preparing for this game like we would if it were a championship game. Every game, we're not taking a week off. Like, no one looks at a team, and I hope no one does that. I mean, no one on our staff better be doing that. You go in and you prepare, and you prepare like it's your last game, because for every player, it could be their last game. So our players, we are expected to know our breakdown offensively and defensively of what teams do. Our GV players are expected to do that as well. If they want to be able to play in some of these games ever, and they go out there and they don't know what they're doing, it shows. And so they're not prepared. And we watch and see how much our kids watch film. and see how much they're prepared. And there are expectations, and our kids have to meet those expectations of their time in film. And then in practice, we quiz them in practice, and there's accountability if they don't know what they're doing. And so the expectation is you prepare for every single team like it's a championship game. And so I think that helps. Our kids are completely bought in on that. And I think that helps us stay humble and stay hungry.
Once again, that is head coach Jared Smith here on our pregame show, the head coach of the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers. Again, that was only a brief clip of what we were able to catch up with him earlier. I had a full-on, I think it was over a 2-hour conversation with Coach Smith. It was great just catching up with him, talking about his football time. He's a newer coach at Sioux Falls Christian, now there for several years here. Before that, coming from Sioux Falls Roosevelt. But again, just a great coach that has built a really good program. When he first took over there at Sioux Falls Christian, had about, 30, maybe 40 guys out for football. They've now built it up to over 60 guys going out at Sioux Falls Christian for football each and every year. They have been very successful in the program that they have built. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Murph's Appliance, serving customers in Vermillion with low prices on home appliance products and top-notch customer services. Their knowledge of the home appliances they sell sets them high above the competition. I'm Heath Nimke. That will do it for me here on the pregame show. I'm going to step aside, and when we come back, it'll actually be Joe Van Goor and Cole Larsch will have you covered all the way up to kickoff and have you covered for tonight's action. That is on the way next. I bid you a farewell, good evening, until next week. Here is Joe Van Goor and Cole Larsch on the other side of this break.
Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. Their specialty, 6x6 front discharge mixer trucks that allows for better placement of concrete and ease of use. Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment offers the highest quality of concrete products and aggregate, and also a full-service dealer for Logon equipment featuring telehandlers, excavators, and ASV track skid loaders for purchase or rent. Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment, East Highway 50, Vermillion.
Hey kids, it's never too early to start planning for your future. Did you know Masaba provides scholarships and tuition assistance? They are committed to your success, offering engineering, drafting, and welding opportunities, plus scholarships, job shadowing, and mentorship programs. Learn more at masabainc.com/careers. When I grow up, I want to work at Masaba.
Masaba Manufacturing. Unlock your future and rock with us.
Core Cares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. Core Cares, proudly serving our community.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Well, good evening and howdy again, everyone, from H. Lauren Lewis Field inside the Dakota Dome at the University of South Dakota Vermillion, along with Cole Larsch and Heath Nimke. This is Joe Van Goor, Vermillion Tanagers Live on Live Ticket TV with a Class 11A matchup between the top-ranked and undefeated Sioux Falls Christian Chargers at 5-0 and the 2-3 Vermillion Tanagers. And Cole Larsch, well, unfortunately, the Gremlins got to Heath's interview with head coach
O'Boyle.
Coach O'Boyle. I was getting there. Sorry, I haven't done a game in 11 months. But anyway, so we don't have his interview with Heath. But I did talk to him before the game, Cole. You know, obviously it's the same, you know, especially with a high-powered team like Sioux Falls Christian. can't give up chunk plays, can't give them a short field to work on offense, can't give them turnovers for a short field. Got to keep the ball and get the balance on offense that, obviously was, prevalent in the T-Day game last week against Millbank.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I think a lot of people when they think about these types of games against this good of a team, you think, we got to come out and we got to score more points than them. Well, unfortunately, it's not quite that easy. You got to compete in every phase of the game. When you look back at that Millbank game, they had the ball for 8 minutes more than the Millbank Bulldogs did. If they can keep that and try not to flip that here against the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers, you got to try and maintain possessions, even if they don't end up points. Got to try and hold on the ball. And like you said, limit turnovers the best you can. Don't give the Sioux Falls Christian squad an opportunity from the Vermillion 30-yard line, or else they might go 2 plays and score.
All right, well, this is the 5th game between Vermillion and Sioux Falls Christian, and information provided to us by former head coach and current assistant coach Gary Culver. Sioux Falls Christian leads the series 4-0. In 2015, Sioux Falls Christian defeated the Tanagers 48-8. 2016, Sioux Falls Christian over Vermillion 50-0. 2019, Sioux Falls Christian 55, Vermillion 23. And the last time they played in the COVID year, Sioux Falls Christian defeated Vermillion 33-23, the most competitive game of the series. So that shows you that Sioux Falls Christian back in 11A. Obviously, they have some unfinished business here in 11A, but the Tanagers certainly have a big challenge according to Coach O'Boyle, and they'll certainly find that out here tonight. For Sioux Falls Christian, some notable offensive statistics. Lincoln Prinz, their quarterback, 49 of 74, 935 yards, 14 touchdowns. Cole Snyder, 23 catches, 506 yards, 7 touchdowns. And Braden Whitty, 418 yards rushing and 10 touchdowns. So they have a decent balance between the run and the pass. Notably, defensively for the Chargers, Cole Snyder has 4 picks, 5 pass breakups, 36 tackles, a fumble recovery. Canyon Prinz has 3 interceptions, 3 pass breakups, 24 tackles, a sack. Jackson Prixler has 39 tackles and a sack. And Jacob Congdon has 38 tackles and 1 sack. Noticeable stats for the Vermillion Tanagers, of course, in passing. Hayden Christofferson, 58 of 111 for 839 yards, 8 touchdowns, but 9 interceptions. The Tanagers' leading rusher by far, Ryan Chapman, 61 carries, 344 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And the leading receivers, Connor Peterson, 26 catches, 350 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And Landon Cerny has 13 catches, 252 yards, and a touchdown. Defensively, for the Tanagers, Cameron Bottleson with 33 tackles, and then drops off from there, 19.5 for Caleb Lara and 19 for Corbin Hecken. So that's kind of a look inside the numbers between the two squads. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with more of our pregame show from the Dakota Dome. It's number 1 and 5-0 Sioux Falls Christian against 2-3 Vermillion here in the Dakota Dome. We'll be back after this on Vermillion Tanagers Live Ticket TV.
Safe place to take your dog while you're away. They have over 7,000 square feet of indoor run space and outdoor play yards. They pride themselves in providing enrichment both mentally and physically for all types of dog. And speaking of size, Jensen Kennels can host any size of dog, from the smallest Boston Terrier to the largest Great Dane. To find out the full services Jensen Kennels offers, check out their website and Facebook pages. Next time you need your dog to stay in a safe, fun environment, make it Jensen's Kennels.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
This month in Grossenberg's calendar, it's their Kids Coloring Contest. If your kid is 6 to 12 years old, they can color the page on the calendar and bring it into your local Grossenberg location, where their staff will judge and your kid could win a $100 gift certificate for John Deere merchandise. See any of their 9 Grossenberg locations and get your kid what they want most, $100 in John Deere merchandise, with their coloring contest only at Grossenberg Implement.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Back at the Dakota Dome, just about ready to begin. Sioux Falls Christian 5-0 has defeated West Central 42-13, defeated Rapid City Christian 41-22, defeated Lennox 19-8, defeated Canton 49-7, and last week defeated Madison 42-0. After Vermillion, they have Bridgewater, Emory, Ethan at home. Dell Rapids at Dells. That would be a pretty good matchup in a couple Fridays. And Dakota Valley on Thursday, October 24th at North Sioux City to wrap up the season. Vermillion, with their 2-3 record, has lost to Lennox 48-13, defeated Lakota Tech 55-0, lost to Canton 45-31, lost to Madison 28-7, and again, last Friday on T-Day here in the Dome, defeated Millbank 20-0. After Sioux Falls Christian, next Friday, the Tanagers at Tri-Valley, and then 2 weeks from today, we'll host Dakota Valley here in the Dakota Dome, and then on Thursday, October 24th, we'll wrap up the regular season at West Central up in Hartford. Sioux Falls Christian, 10 starters back on offense, 4 offensive line starters, 5 starters back on defense. They're averaging 39 points a game while giving up 10 points a game. Vermillion is averaging 25 points a game while giving up 10 points per game. For Sioux Falls Christian on the offensive line, Lincoln Semchenko, Colton Steen, Paul Hoekman, Lincoln Leo, William Ketteberg, and the tight end is Nick Pappas. The wide receivers are Cole Snyder, Britton Mulder, and Tate Gadboy. The quarterback, Lincoln Prinz, and the running back is Braden Whitney. For the Chargers on defense on the line, Jacob Congdon, Lincoln Semchenko, and Paul Hoekman. The linebackers, Cameron Prinz, Jake Spronk, Justin Pixler, Braden Whitty, and Tate Connell. And the defensive backs are Cole Snyder, Cooper Strandy, and Brant Wassenaar. We will give you the special teams for both Vermillion and Sioux Falls Christian when they come up during the broadcast here tonight. Let's take another timeout. We'll await the coin toss and the opening kickoff. The Vermillion Tanagers against Sioux Falls Christian here at H. Lauren Lewis Field inside the Dakota Dome at the University of South Dakota Vermillion. Back after this on Live Ticket TV, Vermillion Tanagers Live.
Insurance rates are on the rise, and now more than ever, every penny counts. With me, John Brooks at DFS Insurance, we can look over your coverages and find the right insurance carrier to help you keep your costs down. At DFS Insurance, I'm an independent agent, which allows me to offer a variety of different carriers to fit your needs. When you're ready for your free, no obligation quote, give me a call, and we'll get you on the path to the best and most affordable insurance you need with Dakota Financial Services.
Welcome to Dakota PC Warehouse, where our staff aren't just friendly, we're certified nerds with a side of tech genius. Prepare to be awed as we unleash a barrage of geeky charm and unbeatable deals on PCs and HD TVs. And our tech gurus, armed with determination and a questionable assortment of snacks, can fix just about anything. We love technology and making it work for you. Dakota PC Warehouse, because being a nerd is our superpower.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
What's your big picture?
To keep the farm in the family.
To pay off the loan.
To start my own operation.
To drive Grandpa's combine. Right, Grandpa?
If owning a successful operation is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has ag experts to help you plan for the future.
To diversify.
To teach her how to drive a combine.
Find out how First Bank & Trust makes managing your farm easier at bankeasy.com.
Life can get pretty busy out there. Daily commutes, carpooling, and then there's that weekend getaway. Cenex is here to keep your vehicle fueled up for those long drives, your pantry stocked for those snack cravings, and the propane grill ready whenever you are. Things can move fast, but with your local Cenex, you can rest assured that everything on your list will get a checkmark, all in a day's work, powered locally at Cenex.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
All right, just about ready to begin with top-ranked and undefeated Sioux Falls Christian visiting the Vermillion Tanagers in the Dakota Dome. The captains are walking out to midfield. Landon Cerny, Raleigh French, Connor Peterson,
welcome back to the
Sean Doan, representing the Tanagers, will get the coin toss. Our officials tonight, the referee Stan Hansen, the umpire is Joe Muth, the linesman Dave Ike, the line judge is Jamie Beisch, and the back judge is Matt Sisk. So our white hat, Stan Hansen, doesn't have the wireless microphone on. Or maybe the staff here at USD forgot to give it to him. But Stan Hansen explaining to the captains. All right. Sioux Falls Christian, being the visitor, will call the toss, either heads or tails. There's the flip. No, he didn't let it hit the turf. And it appears that Vermillion has won the toss. So Vermillion will defend the south goal here at the Dakota Dome and receive the football. Sioux Falls Christian will be kicking off, moving right to left here in the first quarter as you're seeing it on Vermillion Tanagers Live. So Sioux Falls Christian, their kickoff is number 54, Dawson Unruh. Back deep for the Tanagers on kickoff return will be number 1, Connor Peterson, and number 33, Ryan Chapman. And let's see on our scoreboard in Class 11A if anybody else has started so far. Hot Springs and Custer scoreless after a minute. Madison takes on Tri-Valley. Dakota Valley against Beersford. Lakota Tech against Rapid City Christian. West Central against Del Rapids. Belle-Fourche against St. Thomas More. Millbank and Sisseton and Canton at Lennox. And with the exception of the West River game, everything else in 11A is underway. All right, so again, Dawson Unruh will be kicking off. And again, back deep for the Tanagers, Peterson and Chapman standing back at the 5-yard line. Here's the kickoff. It is high and angling toward the end zone. Oh, great 9-iron shot. I thought that one was going out of bounds inside the 1-yard line, Cole, but it'll come out to the 20 where the Tanagers will have it 1st and 10.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's something that I saw Sioux Falls Christian earlier after they were, getting chewed out by their coach for really not focusing in their pregame. The kickers kind of came out and tried locating these kicks. They did a really good job of pinning punts inside the 5, so if they have to punt, watch out for that.
Aiden Christofferson from the gun with Ryan Chapman behind him. 2 receivers left and 1 here to the near side. And here's the handoff to Chapman, and Chapman is met for no gain as a couple of Chargers pull him down. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
And maybe not exactly the way you want to start right there for Vermillion on your first play, net 0 yards, but you just going to want to come out, try to get a look against the Sioux Falls Christian defense, see what they're going to do against you before you start getting too far into your playbook.
Aiden Christofferson comes to the sideline to get a play. Of course, as we mentioned before here in the Dome, there is a play clock, but it's not used. Tanagers again with the same formation. 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the near side on 2nd and 10 from the 20. Christofferson to throw for the first time. Pass to the right, and it is incomplete. Sean Doan was the intended receiver, but for Sioux Falls Christian, number 13, Cooper Strandy, had a better chance at it. So a running play for no yards, a pass play for no yards, and it's 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, as we saw in that instant replay there, just kind of a little bit of hand fighting both ways. Some of the Vermillion sideline maybe wanted some pass interference, some holding. I'd say good no call right there.
11:13 left to go first quarter from the Dome. No score as the Tanagers tried to convert on 3rd and 10 from the far side hash at their own 20-yard line. So for the 3rd straight play, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. And Christofferson with the handoff to Chapman, and Chapman does get a little traction, but only a couple yards to the 22-yard line. In on the play was Colton Steen on the defensive line. It'll bring up 4th down and 8, and the Tanagers will punt it away. The punter is Raleigh French. The snapper is Nolan Nygren. Back deep for Sioux Falls Christian on punt return, number 3, Cole Snyder, on the Sioux Falls Christian side of the 50-yard line.
Yeah, not exactly how you want to start that first drive. Just couldn't get anything going against that defensive line.
No, my mistake. Hayden Christofferson punted, but Cole Snyder will call for a fair catch at the 49-yard line. So about a 33-yard punt and no return, and Sioux Falls Christian set up nicely with a 1st and 10 at the 49, 10:28 left to go first quarter from the Dome. No score, and Sioux Falls Christian will send 2 receivers to either side. Lincoln Prinz from the gun. Here's motion by Cole Snyder. And the handoff right up the middle to Braden Whitty, and Whitty almost has a first down on the first play from scrimmage. The last Tanager to wrap him up that time was Bryce Voss, but it is 10 yards and a Charger first down.
Yeah, one thing we're going to see from Sioux Falls Christian, spread it out, run up the middle, make those linebackers guess run or pass, and they're going to get up the line quick.
So back to throw for the first time is Prinz, dancing around a little bit. Now running to the right. Now the Tanagers chasing. Here is a flag on the play. Pass is caught inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, but I have a feeling this is coming back because of a hold.
I think we're either going to see a holding or an ineligible man downfield. One thing we've seen commonly called in all levels of football this year, but especially the NFL.
Britton Mulder did catch it, Cole, inside the 5, but as we mentioned, the Sioux Falls Christian offense is moving back. So again, Stan Hansen, ineligible downfield.
As well as a hold, so they got both of them. We were 2 for 2 right there, Joe.
Well, you take the one. That's the most severe, I guess, in this case. Yep, the holding penalty. Yep, holding is accepted. Ineligible downfield is waved off, so that is the first penalty on either team. 9:59 left to go, first quarter with no score. And Sioux Falls Christian with a 1st and 20 back at their own 49-yard line. Here's Prinz with the handoff to Whitty. Whitty right up the gut, will get about 5 or 6 yards to Tanager territory at the 45-yard line. And again, in on the stop among 2 or 3 Tanagers was Bryce Voss. It'll be second down and 15 after a gain of 5.
And Sioux Falls Christian once again wants to work quick.
Prinz back to throw. Prinz with a catch to the right and in traffic on kind of an inside slant play is Britton Mulder. Mulder gets inside the Tanager 40 to the 38-yard line. So that's a gain of 6. It'll be third down and 7, which for the Sioux Falls Christian offense, I would say highly manageable.
Yes, I think about third down and anything within 20, I think, for this Chargers offense is well within manageable for them.
You bet. So third down and 7 for Sioux Falls Christian from the Tanager 38. Oops, somebody left early. Whitty with the first down and more as he gets into the secondary, and he'll have a first down at the Tanager 26-yard line. So a 12-yard gain and a Charger first down.
And that's exactly what Sioux Falls Christian has done so far in this game, spread everybody out. Just a quick run up the middle. I believe that might even been an RPO.
So first and 10, Prinz back to throw, looking over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. And here comes the flag, and it's going to be on Landon Cerny. The tight end, Nick Popkus, 6'2", 213 pounds, was the intended receiver. So this is going to be a PI on the Tanagers and a first down for Sioux Falls Christian. And again, it'll be on either, I think it was on Landon Cerny. It should be 15 from the line of scrimmage unless, half the distance. Yeah, because the line of scrimmage was the 26, the ball moved to the 12-yard line where it's first and 10.
Exactly right. I think that's what they were talking about there for a little bit. Just wanted to make sure that everything gets set. Make sure we get the chains set here, and we'll be rolling, like you said, first and 10 from the 12-yard line.
8:35 left to go, first quarter. Inside the red zone is Sioux Falls Christian for the first time. Some motion, handoff to Whitty. Whitty is ridden down by Sean Doan, and then a couple of Tanagers will drive him back, but forward progress will get him to the 9-yard line where it'll be second down and about 6.
Yeah, good job on that play by the D-line. Just kind of blow that play up, especially their big number 79, Dane Richardson, getting in there. Was at the bottom of that pile. Exactly what you need to do. Just try to give Sioux Falls Christian as little yards as possible. Try to force them to 3.
And there's a bird in the dome. It's not a Tanager, but it's a pretty good-sized bird flying around here on 2nd and 6 from the 9 for Sioux Falls Christian. Back to throw Prinz. Prinz has a wide-open field, and he will try to get around, but he can't get around Raleigh French. Raleigh will dump him after about a 3-yard gain to the 6-yard line, where it'll be third down and 3.
Hey, just a really good job there by French, just staying home, not letting Prinz get any farther outside of him. It's a good job breaking down. Now Sioux Falls Christian bringing in the big boys, jumbo package.
Yep, it's a double wing, and it's a direct snap, and in for the touchdown is Whitty. So Braden Whitty, with 7:13 left to go in the first quarter, scores the first touchdown of the game for Sioux Falls Christian. Whitty on a 6-yard run. And now the extra point by Dawson Unruh. The holder is Brent Wassenaar, and Lincoln Samchenko is the snapper. The snap, the place, and the kick is up, and it is good. 7:13 left to go, first quarter from the Dakota Dome. Sioux Falls Christian 7 and Vermillion nothing. Back after this on Live Ticket TV.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you. at Farm Credit Services of America.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
That Sioux Falls Christian scoring drive, 7 plays, 51 yards, 3 minutes, 15 seconds. For Sioux Falls Christian, Whitty with a 6-yard run. The Unruh kick after. Sioux Falls Christian leads 7-0. And again, kicking off, Dawson Unruh. This time, high and short and out of bounds. Tanagers will get the ball at the 35-yard line, if my high school rules memory serves me correctly.
I believe you are correct.
Yep. Ball coming to the 35-yard line, but, 51-yard drive for Sioux Falls Christian, and, really nothing fancy. Good balance between the run and the pass.
You're exactly right. I think the only out of the ordinary play we saw there was that big, long, almost touchdown catch in the second play of the drive that was called back because of that holding call. Other than that, it was just kind of simple runs at the middle, a little bit of motion back and forth, but just run the ball.
All right, Tanagers will run with a empty set on 1st and 10 from their own 35. Christofferson, and a flag coming in. Somebody might have moved early on either side of the line, and it appears to be against Vermillion. Yep, false start will be 1st and 15 back at the 30. And those little nagging 5-yard penalties will drive a coach insane.
Yeah, that, and they'll add up over time a little bit. Now you're looking at 1st and 15, so now what you were going to play on 1st and 10, maybe not calling here. Just need to try to get some positive yards.
This time, Ryan Chapman is behind Christofferson in the gun. 3 receivers here to the near side on 1st and 15 from the 30. Christofferson looking right. Now he'll run with it, and he will be run out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. So the penalty and a good chunk of yardage there. Let's see where they mark him. They'll mark him at the 43-yard line, so that brings up 2nd down and 2. So that's your best 1st and 15 play right there.
Exactly right. I mean, just good awareness by Christofferson. Saw that there was nothing going downfield. Kind of had a concept there, and Sioux Falls Christian bottled it up. He also saw that DN kind of sucked into the middle and just said, all right, I'm going to take this myself, get 13 yards out of it.
All right, 2nd down and 2 for the Tanagers on the near side hash at their own 43-yard line. Christofferson will get a gain of 1, probably closer to the 45-yard line. I'd say that's a gain of 1.5 yards. It'll be 3rd and a half yard with the ball right at the 45-yard line. 6:42 left to go first quarter. Sioux Falls Christian 7 and Vermillion nothing.
They're going to officially give them that first down on that little 2-yard quarterback sneak. So fresh set of downs, and you're just about near midfield right by that South Dakota paw.
Okay. So Tanagers with their first down of the game. 3 receivers over to the far side. Chapman will be to the right of Christofferson, who's still in the gun, and another flag. This might be on Sioux Falls Christian for encroachment. Yep, encroachment, Sioux Falls Christian. So 1st and 5, right smack dab in the field at the 50. So that'll help your offense out a little bit.
Yes, it will, and that's almost the exact opposite from what we see from good teams like the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers squad. Christofferson claps, then gets the snap, and they just jumped on the clap.
Back to throw is Christofferson. Pass to the left is caught by Landon Cerny. And Cerny, after trying to come back and go upfield, he's tackled at the 48-yard line after a 2-yard gain. It's 2nd down and 3.
It was a good pass and catch there. I think it was almost more designed to be right at the stick, but like you said, Cerny just tried coming back, maybe making a little bit bigger of a play. Now you got 3 yards left.
So a quick first quarter. Sioux Falls Christian leads 7-0. over Vermillion Tanagers with a 2nd and 3 on the far side hash this time. In Charger territory for the first time at the Sioux Falls Christian 48. And now Christofferson will go under center. Quick pass to the right is complete to Chapman, and Chapman is drug out of bounds. He should have a first down where they drug him out. Let's see if they give it to him.
Appears to be right on that line, and this near side official is signaling. There we go, first down. So Vermillion really pulling out some unorthodox plays, quick motions, quick pass. Got to try to do something against this Charger defense, and so far this drive, they're getting some pretty good positive yards.
Yeah, Coach O'Boyle told me before the game they want to run right at Sioux Falls Christian, but Sioux Falls Christian has some big dudes up front that also play on their offensive line. 1st and 10 for the Tanagers at the Sioux Falls Christian 45. Trailing 7-0. Here's the handoff to Chapman, and Chapman is corralled and brought down by Paul Hoekman. And maybe a couple other Chargers finished them off. No gain, 2nd and 10. And that's the second play up the middle that's gone for nothing.
Yeah, exactly right. It's just, like Heath said in that pregame, with the size and the skill that Sioux Falls Christian's able to do, they run almost more of a pro-style defense, a 3-3-5, and just those 3 big linemen up front able to just swallow up the entire offensive line and get to Chapman before he's even back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, Sean Doan to the near side. Peterson and Cerny, the receivers to the left. Christofferson under center, and here's the handoff to Chapman trying to turn the corner. He does, and he is rudely knocked out of bounds here on the near sideline by Tate Connell, a defensive back, and all that running for 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, just got to change it up a little bit. Don't go right up the middle, so they try a little outside zone play, and it was bottled right away, but good job by Chapman even fighting just to get those 2 yards, and like you said, was hammered right at the sideline.
So 3rd and 8 for the Tanagers at the Sioux Falls Christian 43. Clock stopped with the runner out of bounds with 4:15 left to go first quarter. Chargers lead 7-0 from an empty backfield. Christofferson, he's got Chapman at the 20 and down to the 19-yard line. Tanagers in the red zone for the first time on a big play on 3rd and 8.
Exactly. Good poise right there by Christofferson in the pocket. Saw that the defender was coming up right on him. Just found the open receiver right over the middle. Big play, and like you said, inside the red zone here in the Dakota Dome.
24-yard catch and run as Hayden Christofferson had time to throw, and he found Chapman wide open. And the Tanagers in the red zone for the first time tonight with a 1st and 10 at the Christian 19-yard line. Christofferson under center. Will hand it off to Chapman, and Chapman might have lost a yard or 2 back to the 21. 2 big dudes on that defensive line for Sioux Falls Christian got to him first. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, and this is the area where we saw in the last couple of games with the Vermillion. They get down here about the 20, 30-yard line. They just start to slow down a little bit. That right there, the 9th play of this drive. You got to get some points out of it. I know Vermillion doesn't have much of a kicking game, so you're looking for a touchdown to cap off this drive.
Empty set, 2 receivers to either side. 2nd and 12 at the Charger 21. Christofferson being chased, throws, and it's incomplete. It was intended for Elijah Lara in the vicinity that, he might have had a hand on it or 2. And it was Cooper Strandy, a freshman defensive back. Now it's 3rd down and 12 from the 21. Clock stops on the incompletion with 3:01 left to go first quarter. Sioux Falls Christian leading 7-0.
Yeah, like I said, that was just the 10th play. 45 yards so far in the drive for Vermillion. 4 minutes and 12 seconds taken off the clock. Big, long drive. Huge play here. Got to give yourself a 4th and manageable if you want to try and go for it.
Yep. So Chapman behind Christofferson. Wide receivers to either side. And now a timeout. Yep, timeout, Vermillion. Their first of the half. They'll have a couple left. 3:01 left to go first quarter. Sioux Falls Christian 7 and Vermillion nothing Back after this on Vermillion Tanagers Live.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
After the Tanager timeout, Tanagers 3rd and 12 from the Sioux Falls Christian 21. Christofferson, low snap, will get a little dump pass, and it's complete inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line to Sean Doan. That will be a gain of 8 yards. It'll be 4th down and 4, and the Tanager offense staying on the field.
Like I said, not much of a kicking game to talk about here for the Tanagers, but now it does appear that they're going to send Raleigh French out there to try and attempt a 30-yard field goal.
Okay, from the near side hash, the holder is Christofferson. The snapper is Nolan Nygren. A 30-yard attempt with the spot at the 20. The snap, the place, the kick by Raleigh is up, and it is no good. It is off to the right. Tanagers with a good second drive, but the drive stalls at the Sioux Falls Christian 13-yard line. So Sioux Falls Christian will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20, leading 7-0 with 2:23 left to go in the first quarter. Vermillion football brought to you by the Soap Guys, Royal Car Wash. Our cars never seem clean, but with the Soap Guys and Royal Car Wash in Vermillion, they'll have your ride shining like new. Just ask Heath. It's his trusted spot to get his car washed every time. I might have to get in on that deal too. All right, 1st and 10. Sioux Falls Christian at the 20. Prinz back to throw. Prinz looking long, and it is caught at midfield, and this is going to go for a touchdown for Cole Snyder. Cole Snyder sidestepped a defender at midfield. It's an 80-yard touchdown with 2:09 left to go in the first quarter as Sioux Falls Christian increases their lead to 13-0, Cole, with the extra point coming up.
Yeah, it's just one of those where I don't know if the Vermillion defense was quite ready for that, and that just shows you the explosiveness of the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers offense. They can go out there, one play, 14 seconds, and go 80 yards for a score.
Yeah, pretty simple. One play, 80 yards, 14 seconds. Here's the extra point by Dawson Unruh, and just like that, it's 14-0 Sioux Falls Christian with 2:09 left to go in the first quarter. Back after this on Vermillion Tanagers Live.
In times like
Best Western back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
That Sioux Falls Christian scoring drive, one play, 80 yards, 14 seconds. Prinz to Snyder on an 80-yard catch and run. The Unruh kick makes it 14-0. And Dawson Unruh kicking off for the third time here in the first quarter. Back deep for the Tanagers as this one coming toward Connor Peterson on the far side at the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and then he is driven back. On special teams for Sioux Falls Christian, Canyon Prinz will make the stop. Tanager start 1st and 10 from their own 20, and now things have to speed up a little bit on offense, being down 2 scores with a lot of football left to play.
Yeah, I mean, they just need to capitalize on what they did well in their second drive of the game. Officially 12 plays, 52 yards of net yards for them, 4 minutes and 50 seconds off the clock, capped off by that missed field goal. Maybe not as good a starting position as you had in that last drive, but just kind of do what you can with it. Try to drive down the field.
1st and 10 for Vermillion on the far side hash. Play action fake. Christofferson will keep, gets a nice block, gets to the 25. That block provided by Davis Yerke, 5'11", 200 pounds, but he laid into a Sioux Falls Christian linebacker and gave Hayden room to run. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, maybe a little assist by Christofferson right there on that block. Kind of gave him that one-arm shove right in the back, say get out of the hole. But 5 positive yards out of that first play. Now your playbook maybe opens up a little bit here on 2nd down.
1:33 left to go first quarter. Christian leading Vermillion 14-0. 2nd and 5 for the Tanagers from their own 25. Christofferson claps once, hands off to Ryan Chapman. Chapman being ridden down by Jackson Pixler, a linebacker, and play is stopped. Is there a flag somewhere, or is it? Nope. The clock was stopped. I didn't think he got out of bounds, though. No, Chapman is limping. That's why the clock was stopped, and here comes 20-year trainer Amy Richardson to the rescue. And tell you what, Ryan is one tough kid, but I tell you what, he gets knocked around pretty good and keeps getting back up.
Yes, he does. I'm honestly surprised he's made it this far without him, maybe limping off a couple more times throughout these games, but seems to be walking off on mostly his own powers. That's a good sign for the Tanager fans. I'm sure Richardson will take a good look at him and make sure that he can come back if he does.
All right, so a gain of 3 for Chapman makes it 3rd down and 2 for the Tanagers on the far side hash at the Vermillion 28. They'll wind that clock. They should. He didn't get out of bounds. I know he didn't. Interesting. Okay. Well, from an empty set, Christofferson will go under center and try to run it himself, and he is met after about a yard to the 29-yard line. Boy, there's just no moving that Sioux Falls Christian defensive line. It'll bring up 4th down and 1, and Hayden Christofferson will be punting for the 2nd time.
Yeah, it's just one of those plays where, Vermillion tried catching off guard again, but it doesn't work as well when you got 2 plays out of an under center look, one of them being a quick snap and a sneak, and one of them being a quick snap and a screen to the right.
All right, well, like I said, when you got your quarterback punting, it causes a little bit of concern for the opposing team, but Hayden will get a good boot into this one, and fair catch asked for by Cole Snyder at the 40-yard line. So about a 31-yard punt and no return. Sioux Falls Christian, with 21 seconds left to go, first quarter, has it 1st and 10 at their own 40, leading 14-0.
Yeah, it's just one of those where, didn't really have a great start to the drive, got a couple good plays, and the quarterback sneak was blown up, so you just got to take your medicine, punt it away. Unfortunately for Vermillion, you give Sioux Falls Christian the ball back with decent field position only at their own 40-yard line.
All right, so Lincoln Prinz has Braden Whitty behind him. And little dump pass to Whitty. He's got blockers. He's at the 45. And a couple missed tackles. It's a 9-yard gain to the Sioux Falls Christian 49, and that should be, no, it's a penalty on Sioux Falls Christian. I wish the ref was mic'd up. I was looking down where Whitty eventually fell at the 49, but this must be a hold, because now Sioux Falls Christian is walking way back. Holding against Sioux Falls Christian. Holding twice. No, it's not a 20-yard penalty, but you get the idea. But, Sioux Falls Christian kind of being their own worst enemy so far with penalties. And now the ball moved back to the 30-yard line where it's 1st and 20. But, Cole, we've seen this earlier in the quarter. I think it took, 3 plays for Sioux Falls Christian to go 20 yards for a first down?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe after this next play they had a 2nd down and 3.
Yeah.
After the 1st and 20.
That's right, yeah. And now that'll be the end of the first quarter. From H. Lauren Lewis Field inside the Dakota Dome at the University of South Dakota Vermillion. In Class 11A football, number 1 Sioux Falls Christian 14, the Vermillion Tanagers nothing. Back after this on Vermillion Tanagers Live.
Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
Farming today requires constant adjustment, innovation, and the right seed, and you'll find that with Pioneer Seed at Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion. With the most advanced technologies and local experts, Dakota Seed and Service share in your hard work on the farm, adapting to an ever-changing industry. When you need the right seed, protection, and service, make it Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion.
Back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
All right, after one quarter in Class 11A football from the Dakota Dome, top-ranked undefeated Sioux Falls Christian 14, Vermillion nothing. Cole will get to some 11A scores here as Sioux Falls Christian has a 1st and 20 at their 30 after another holding penalty. Here's the handoff to Whitty, and another flag on the play. So let's see what our white hat Stan Hansen has to say this time. False start, Sioux Falls Christian, so it's 1st and 25. So what's your best 1st and 25 play? But see what you got here, Cole. Go ahead.
Yeah, scores first from around the 11A area. Dakota Valley leads Beersford 13-0, just 2 minutes gone in that game. Canton leads Lennox 10-0, and Del Rapids leads West Central 13-0.
More coming up. Prinz back to throw, trying to set up the screen. It's complete to Whitty. Whitty is wrestled down at the 29-yard line. Good read that time by the Tanagers' Caleb Lara from his DB spot. And only a 5-yard gain. It's 2nd and 20 from the 30.
Yeah, 2nd and 20, like you said, long ways to go for Sioux Falls Christian. So far in this drive, they've run one play, lost 10 yards, and taken over a minute off the clock.
So 2nd and 20. Here's motion to the near side by Snyder. Back to throw is Prinz. Prinz looking long, and it's caught. This is Snyder, and he will outrun Landon Cerny for a Sioux Falls Christian touchdown. There could have been pass interference on Vermillion, but a 70-yard touchdown pass from Prinz to Cole Snyder, the second time they've hooked up here in this game, and Sioux Falls Christian leads 20-0. 11-11 left to go first half with the extra point coming up.
Just big play after big play seems to be what's killing Vermillion. I mean, so far really in the season, but especially in this game. And now, like you said, Sioux Falls Christian with the 3-score advantage early in the second.
And that was off a 2nd and 20 play. Here's the extra point by Dawson Unruh. It is up, and it is good. 11-11 left to go first quarter from the Dakota Dome. Sioux Falls Christian 21, Vermillion nothing on Vermillion Tanagers Live.
There's no better organization that gives back to the student athletes than the Booster Club. The Vermillion Booster Club is committed to helping all student athletes grow. Join the Tanager faithful today by becoming a member at GoTanagers.com. While you're there, check out Team Apparel for your favorite sports team. like them on Facebook to stay up to date on all the latest information and sports games. Join the Vermillion Boosters today and go Tanagers!
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
All right, the kickoff by Unruh is captured by Connor Peterson, but he had to back up to the end zone to get it. Touchback will bring it out to the 20. That Sioux Falls Christian scoring drive, even though they had 15 yards in penalties on that drive, 2 plays, 60 yards a minute 10, with 11:11 left to go first half. Prince to Snyder for a second time on a big old long play, 70 yards. Unruh with the kick. Sioux Falls Christian leads 21-0. 11:11 left to go in the first half, and now it's upon the Tanagers to get something here. From an empty set, Christofferson claps once, goes back to throw, being rushed, and he will be sacked. Boy, that was a blindside coming in like a freight train. Canyon Prinz, a junior linebacker. I don't think Hayden saw him. The loss back to the 11. We're at 2nd and 19.
Yeah, just coming straight off the edge, completely untouched. Maybe a little miscommunication there by the offensive line, not picking up the blitzing defensive back. And now Vermillion in a very large hole, backed up against their own end zone.
10:38 and the clock running, the time remaining in the first half. Tanagers with a 2nd and 19 back at their own 11. Again from an empty set, Christofferson with 2 receivers to either side, and whoops. Tanagers will get 5 yards back as Tyson Walcher, if I can read my Sioux Falls Christian number right, or maybe it might have been Jensen Pixler. But 5 yards up to the 16. It'll be 2nd and 14.
I'll take positive yards any way you can get them. Sioux Falls Christian has had a couple of those penalties so far in the game. Now maybe a little bit more manageable of a long second down.
It's all about cadence, folks. Just ask Aaron Rodgers. Back to throw is Christofferson, and looking to the right, it is intercepted. It's intercepted, and intercepting with right at the sideline, got at least 1 foot down, Jake Spronk. So that is the first turnover of the game, as Vermillion will give Sioux Falls Christian a short field, 1st and 10 at the Tanager 32.
Just not exactly the drive you want to see as we remember back to the game last week, to Millbank. Christofferson, 3 interceptions in that first half. Luckily, no Millbank points off of it. Now with Chargers, really good field position.
1st and 10 for Sioux Falls Christian, and a great fake and wide open with a catch, and out of bounds at the 3-yard line is Britton Mulder, and a flag on the play. Wow. You know, folks, ineligible downfield on Sioux Falls Christian. This has got to be driving. The head coach of Sioux Falls Christian, Jared Smith, in his 6th year, a graduate of USD, assisted by Brett Keeper, Shelby Ainen, John Semchenko, John Setzer, Steve Connell, Steve Van Hull, and Brent White. Of course, Tom O'Boyle in his 4th year as head coach of the Tanagers, graduate of USD, assisted by Louis Budmeyer, the coach Gary Culver, and Caden Elder. So 1st and 15 after an ineligible downfield. Sioux Falls Christian, 1st and 15 at the Vermillion 37. Here's a pass to the left caught by Mulder, and slipping out of a tackle and then being brought down back to the 32-yard line on a 5-yard catch and run. And Raleigh French in on the stop. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
was a really good job on design screen, and I got to say, shout out to the receivers who are not getting the ball there on that screen, kind of towing the line between a good pick block and offensive pass interference.
Here's the handoff to Whitty. Whitty trying to get around the corner. He is drugged down by Caleb Lara. A gain of 7 to the 25-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and 3. And now the clock stopped as we have a player down. Yep, officials timeout.
Just needed some time. I believe there's a Vermillion player down there on their own sideline, so give him a second to run somebody out there.
Yep, coming in is Duke Job. 9:09 left to go first half. Sioux Falls Christian with a 3rd and 3 from the Tanager 25 from the near side hash. Prinz back to throw. Prinz rolling out to the right. Throws on the run, and it is broken up. What a great play by the Tanagers' Elijah Lara on a pass intended for Britton Mulder. I mean, Mulder was just standing there, but Lara made the play, and it's 4th down and 3.
Yeah, it's just one of those where you do not see very often, just a wide-open receiver in the back of the end zone, and almost a kind of an odd ball there by Prinz. Really wasn't on time and really wasn't that far on target either. And now a crucial 4th down for the Vermillion defense.
I got a feeling. Now, who's going to get the snap? It's going to be Prinz, but to his left is Braden Whitty, who has run well for Sioux Falls Christian so far. Here's a quick pass tipped up in the air, and it's caught, and the runner is going to be close to the 1st down at the Vermillion 22-yard line. The ball was tipped up in the air. I didn't really see who caught it. I don't think Sioux Falls Christian got it. It all depends on the spot. And I've seen a right foot, left foot spot, and now we're going to have a measurement.
It's going to be awfully close, whichever way it is.
Yeah. It looks to be where the down marker is and the 1st down stick about a half yard. So timeout for a measurement with 8:53 left to go first half. Sioux Falls Christian 21, Vermillion nothing. Like we said, a tip pass was caught by Sioux Falls Christian, and they were trying like you know what to get to the 1st down marker. So here's the stretch. Here's the stretch. Here's the stretch, and it is a 1st down. Must be by the nose of the football.
It was very close there.
Wow.
Less than half the football was past that down marker, so fresh set of downs for the Chargers.
Oh, Tanagers just about had. Sioux Falls Christian stopped as Sioux Falls Christian leading 21-0, 8:50 left to go first half. 1st and 10 for the Chargers on the far side hash at the Tanager 22. Here's the handoff to Whitty running to the left and breaking tackles and getting about 7 yards to the 15-yard line, but guess what? Another flag.
Wow.
And 9 times out of 10, well, maybe 8 out of 10, it's on the offense. We have seen Sioux Falls Christian called for encroachment in the game, but Sioux Falls Christian's offense is moving back. Is this another hold?
I think based on where the flag's at, I don't believe so. Illegal shift.
Yep. Well, yeah. I think one arm, illegal motion, both arms, illegal shift.
There we go.
Well, I
Yep.
mean, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I haven't done a football game in 11 months, and the last time it was at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln with a Why Not Championship football game. So 1st and 15, Prinz to throw, plenty of time, looking to the left, and it's intercepted and then dropped. Oh, Elijah Lara had it, couldn't bring it down. It'll be 2nd and 15 from the Tanager 27 for Christian.
Now 2 of those in the game for Lara, just a couple of them just right off the hands.
Yeah.
Maybe wasn't expecting it to be right towards him. Just one of those plays where obviously you're going to wish you can have it back, but You still have Sioux Falls Christian backed up here as it's 2nd and 15. As well, I got a second very important score in 11B, Joe. Mountford and Plankton number 5 and Winner number 1 scoreless at the half.
Wow. It must have rained out there. Here is a rollout by Prinz, and the catch is made. Looks like Brant Wassenaar made the catch. Elijah Lara knocked him out of bounds on the far sideline at the 17-yard line. So it's a gain of about 10, 3rd down and 5. Here's the handoff to a new back, and boy, did he go. This is number 34, Jensen Pixler, and he is in? No, he's not. He is short. But it'll be 1st and goal for Sioux Falls Christian inside the Tanager 1. Boy, Pixler made it look easy as he went right through the Tanager line and just about scored.
Yeah, knife through the defensive line, knife through the linebackers, and now we're going to get together and converse this maybe a little bit, as I didn't quite get it here on my replay. So we'll see what they come up with.
A fumble on the play? Wow. I didn't see this.
I'll try and watch it back here as best I can. As he takes the run, heads up to about the 1-yard line, and the ball did pop out. Fumble recovery there by Landon Cerny. It just kind of fell right into his hands.
Wow. I did not see that, folks. I thought Pixler was in or he was going to be short. So the Tanagers are in a big hole. They got 99 yards to go for a touch, but they at least kept Sioux Falls Christian out of the end zone on 1st and 10 for the 1. Here's a quick hitter up to the 5-yard line, and carrying for the first time tonight, Miko Beal, the sophomore. It's a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6, which gives you a little bit more room.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's the exact design for that play, is just get out of your own end zone. Try to get the snap when you're not inside the end zone, because a bad snap almost all the time results in a safety that close. Now a little bit more breathing room here on the 5.
Well, now Beal's in the backfield, so Chapman, who turned an ankle, they'll go to Beal, who bounces at the line and now loses yardage back to the 3 or 4 yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and 8. Yep, the ball is marked at the 3, so it's 3rd and 8. We're almost halfway through the second quarter here at H. Lauren Lewis Field inside the Dakota Dome at the University of South Dakota Vermillion. Sioux Falls Christian 21, Vermillion nothing on Vermillion Tanagers Live. About 2 yards deep in his own end zone, Christofferson from the gun, back to throw. Christofferson is going to be tackled for a safety. Tackled for a safety is Christofferson, so it's 6:33 left to go in the first half. Sioux Falls Christian with a safety. Hayden Christofferson tackled in the end zone after he tried to come out with it. And now Vermillion with a free kick coming here with 6:33 left to go in the first half. As we'll keep it right here. First Bank and Trust, sponsoring Tanager football. Enjoy the convenience of digital banking from anywhere, including fast and secure mobile and online options. Customized features let you streamline banking tasks all across all platforms, even other financial institutions. Banking has never been easier. First Bank and Trust of Vermillion. And Tanager football also brought to you by Blaine's Body Shop. They deliver exceptional auto repair and paint services. Their body shop specializes in automotive collision repair, paint, framework, and glass. So a free kick for the Tanagers by Raleigh French from the 20-yard line.
And Sioux Falls Christian not ready for it. They have returners all the way back at the 25, and I mean, no disrespect to French, but I don't think he quite has that big of a leg. See if he proves me wrong.
Well, just kick it away from the guys. I have never seen an onside kick from a free kick. Good boot by Rowley. And here's the return from the 30. And returning, number 8, Tad Gadboy, who is listed as one of the starting wide receivers, but you give Sioux Falls Christian field position 1st and 10 at their own 47, leading 23-0 after the safety with 6:28 left to go in the first half.
You're exactly right. Decent field position. Last couple drive for Sioux Falls Christian. I mean, they started off 3 for 3 with touchdowns. Then that last one, didn't seem that long ago. It wasn't. It was just a minute and 20 seconds ago. They had that fumble at the 1-yard line, which nobody really even saw except for Landon Cerny, who recovered the fumble.
All right, here's the handoff to Jensen Pixler, and boy, he runs hard. He has a first down and more with no problem to the Tanager 39-yard line. But guess what? It's another flag, and this time it's an illegal shift. Both hands. The official will go out. Like I said, illegal motion is 1, legal shift is 2, and Sioux Falls Christian 1 step forward and, well, let's say 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Like I said, they have scored on an 80-yard touchdown pass. Prinz to Snyder, a 70-yard pass. Prinz to Snyder. And Whitty with a 6-yard touchdown run and a safety. So 1st and 15 for Sioux Falls Christian back at their own 42.
Yeah, just 2 guys in motion there at the snap, and very uncharacteristic football from what I've seen of them so far, watching a couple of their games. Just very sloppy on both ends. A couple of these short penalties and a couple 15-yarders, too.
So 1st and 15 from the 42. Another flag as Pixler will get to the 46-yard line as they untangle them. Tanager stop was made by Bryce Vaso. Another illegal, was it one arm or both arms?
That one was illegal motion that time.
That was illegal motion, okay. May have to tell Bill Settles the difference between illegal motion and illegal shift. So it's 1st and 20.
Again.
Back at the 37-yard line. This is what, the 3rd time they've had a 1st and 20 or 2nd and 20. They had a holding penalty and then a 5-yard penalty on a false start. But I believe they ended up scoring on that drive. Now, Sioux Falls Christian will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
Yes,
so
they will.
Tanagers need to rise up here. 1st and 20 for Sioux Falls Christian. Back at their own 37. Prinz to throw to the left side, and it's caught by Cole Snyder. Snyder gets out of a tackle and gets back, about 6 yards of the penalty. It'll be 2nd down and 14 from the Sioux Falls Christian 43. Clock stops as the receiver gets out of bounds. 5:28 left to go in the half. 23-0 Sioux Falls Christian.
And just one official play so far in this drive. They've already taken 1 minute and 6 seconds off the game clock.
So on 2nd and 14, Prinz trying to set up the screen. They go to Whitty, and Whitty maybe 3 yards to the 46-yard line. Raleigh French was there, and also there was Corbin Heckens. So it'll be 3rd down and 11 with the clock running. Sioux Falls Christian does have all 3 of their timeouts. Vermillion used a timeout in the 1st quarter, but Tanagers need a stop here on 3rd and 11 for Christian. Here's the handoff to Pixler, and grabbing hold of him, Duke Job. He would not let go. It'll get to the 48-yard line where it's 4th down and 9. And the Sioux Falls Christian offense is staying on the field.
You'll see if they actually stay on the field here. Maybe they get the late signal for a punt. And
well, their punter is Dawson Unruh. I think they're going to, well, no, they're not going to take a timeout. They are going for it.
Yeah, they're going to roll.
All right, 4th and 9 for Sioux Falls Christian from their own 48-yard line. And here's the handoff to Pixler, and Pixler will not get it. He gets to the 46-yard line. The Tanagers take over on downs. Good stop by Cameron Bottleson. And 1st and 10 for Vermillion at their own 46. Now they've got 4:03 left to go in the half, 54 yards to go. Boy, a score would be super good right here.
Any kind of points on the board right now for Vermillion to try and cap off this half. I mean, it doesn't even matter if it takes you 10 seconds or the entire 4 minutes on the clock. Just need points on the board.
So from a empty backfield, from the gun, Christofferson, no, the ball goes right through the legs, and it's not Christofferson, it is Nolan Nygren. Nolan Nygren, there is a flag on the play. And the Tanager offense is going back.
I think we might get like an illegal formation that might be declined here, Joe.
I wouldn't doubt it. No, holding against Vermillion, then that will be declined because the loss is back to the 32, a 14-yard loss. It'll be 2nd down and pert near to Cherry Street. 3:55 left to go, first half. Sioux Falls Christian 23, Vermillion nothing here on Vermillion Tanagers Live Ticket TV. Nolan Nygren is at quarterback and throws to the left to Peterson. Peterson breaking some tackles, gets about 3 or 4 yards to the 36-yard line, but Tanagers have to get to the Sioux Falls Christian 44 for a first down. It'll be 3rd down and 20.
Just need to get something. I mean, obviously the bad snap and then the lost play really going to kill you, but just got to try and get something out of here so when you punt, you don't give Sioux Falls Christian a very good field position, or try to get yourself a 4th and manageable.
Yeah, well, Hayden Christofferson is all right. He's just standing on the sidelines. Nygren from an empty set, and the ball again goes through his legs. He'll just throw it up for grabs, and it's incomplete. So Nolan Nygren, taking over for Hayden Christofferson, has the ball in the shotgun, go right through his leg twice. It'll bring up 4th down, and let's see, Hayden Christofferson on to punt it away. Good high punt. Fair catch asked for. And it's taken by Cole Snyder at the Sioux Falls Christian 40-yard line. So about a 25-yard punt and no return. So Sioux Falls Christian will take over with 2:45 left to go first half, leading Vermillion 23-0 here on Vermillion Tanagers Live Ticket TV. Tanager football brought to you by Masaba. At Masaba, we value people as much as performance. Join their talented team as they develop and deliver unparalleled, dependable solutions to partners around the world. Share your expertise, skill, talent, and commitment to excellence with them. Here's a screen pass, or a wide receiver screen that really wasn't, but a good gain on first down to the 46-yard line, as I believe Cole Snyder with the catch. It'll be 2nd down and 4 after a gain of 6. Go ahead.
One thing I want to know, just looking at my sheet down here, so far Vermillion in this second quarter, negative 15 net yards.
And here with the run, tell you what, Braden Whitty must be the Lightning. He does carry and into Tanager territory for a first down to the 46. Now with 2:10 left to go against Sioux Falls Christian with all 3 of their timeouts. Whitty must be the Lightning and Jensen Pixler the Thunder. And Sioux Falls Christian getting about 4 or 5 yards in the running game on first down. Here's a 4-yard gain to the 41. Last Tanager to get up was Sean Doan. And again on the carry was Whitty.
Well, if it's not broke, Joe, don't fix it. And Sioux Falls Christian looks like they're just going to keep on running and running and running, and maybe in a couple plays try to take the top off this Vermillion defense.
I would not doubt that will happen now. Nope. Here is a shovel pass as it goes to Snyder. That is a pass because it was forward, not back. So that is a pass complete to Snyder on the end around on the shovel pass to the Tanager 28-yard line for a first down. Now with 1:20 left to go first half. Sioux Falls Christian 23 and Vermillion nothing.
Sioux Falls Christian so far in this drive, 32 offensive yards on just 4 plays.
Back to throw is Prinz to the left. Got a catch. This is Snyder. Snyder, who has caught an 80-yard touchdown pass and a 70-yard touchdown pass, brought down by Connor Peterson on the far sideline at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It'll be second down and 6. Clock stops with 1:01 left to go in the half. So Sioux Falls Christian going to one side and to the other. Prinz on the short end of the field will run with it, run toward the first down marker. Did he get there?
He's going to be just short.
Yep, about 2 yards shy at the 20-yard line. But he does run out of bounds, saving time. 55 seconds left to go in the half.
And just a reminder, too, Sioux Falls Christian still with all 3 timeouts they can use.
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't see him going away from the run game anytime soon.
Well, late to the huddle was Tate Gadboy. He said, what's the play? Obviously, it's not going to him. 3rd and 2 from the 20. Prinz to throw, looking toward the end zone. Now rolling out. And now rolling to the far sideline, throws, and it is caught, and it should be a first down. No, they didn't give him the spot. Oh, wait a second. Oh, they didn't give him a good spot. Unless he came back. Timeout is called by Sioux Falls Christian. It'll be 4th down and 2, no gain.
Wow.
That's not a good spot for Sioux Falls Christian. But they do take their first of 3 timeouts with 41 seconds left in the half. Sioux Falls Christian 23, Vermillion nothing. Tanager football brought to you by the Hanson Funeral Home. While honoring your loved one is their top priority, they also want to help you through a difficult time. They have a wide range of resources to support you not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. Also brought to you by Dakota Seed and Service, your local Pioneer seed dealer in the Irene area with seed, chemical, and crop insurance to fit your operations needs. Well, we've seen this before, 4th and short for Sioux Falls Christian just outside the red zone. The ball just about to the Tanager 20. And Sioux Falls Christian, and now a timeout wanted by Vermillion. So let's take time here with 41 seconds left in the half. Sioux Falls Christian 23, Vermillion nothing on Vermillion Tanagers Live.
Advertising, reaching the right market while giving back to the school is just plain right. If you're looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Heath Nimke today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
With Cole Larsch, Heath Nimke on the pregame, Joe Van Goor from the Dakota Dome in Vermillion. 41 seconds left in the half. Sioux Falls Christian 23 and Vermillion nothing. As Sioux Falls Christian, on a play that I thought they had a first down on, had no gain. So 4th and 2 on the far side hash at the Tanager 20-yard line. In that tight formation, and here's a easy first down to the 15-yard line. Like we said, just a big offensive push. Braden Whitty needed 2 yards. He got 7. And now Sioux Falls Christian, they're winding that clock. They do have 2 timeouts left. Tanagers have 1. So 1st and 10 for Christian at the 15. Prinz to throw. Plenty of time. Now being chased toward the end zone. Caught. Caught by Cole Snyder, his third touchdown catch of the night with 18 seconds left to go in the first half, as Lincoln Prinz and Cole Snyder have combined for 165 yards in touchdown receptions.
At least.
At least. Here's the extra point by Dawson Unruh out of the hold of Wassenaar, and the extra point is no good. So 29-0. Sioux Falls Christian over Vermillion with 18 seconds left in the half. Back after this on Vermillion Tanagers Live Ticket TV.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer, Merce Appliance, downtown Vermillion.
Birds like
Welcome
tanagers.
back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
All right, that Sioux Falls Christian scoring drive, 9 plays, 60 yards, 2 minutes, 27 seconds. 18 seconds left in the half. Prinz to Snyder for a 15-yard touchdown, but the kick by Unruh no good. And we're getting the ball and stepping on the goal line, Elisha Lara. That's a touchback. It'll bring it out to the 20, which probably a better situation for the Tanagers. But now 18 seconds left in the half. They've got a timeout. Again, Sioux Falls Christian will get the ball to start the third quarter. And they lead 29-0. So really the only blemish for Sioux Falls Christian in the first half, and we'll talk about it more, their penalties and a missed extra point. It's Nolan Nygren at quarterback as he gets to, I believe, well, we've got a Tanager limping. I believe it was Miko Veal on the carry for 3 yards. And that is the end of the first half here at H. Lauren Lewis Field inside the Dakota Dome, the University of South Dakota Vermillion. The Pride of Vermillion Band will be entertaining the faithful here at halftime, with Vermillion trailing Sioux Falls Christian, top-ranked and undefeated in 11A, 29-0. Cole and I will be back with halftime after we take this time out here on Vermillion Tanagers Live Ticket TV.
Great at flying out of the way to miss your car. Deer and other drivers are not. If you're in any kind of accident, bring your vehicle to Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. We repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition and handle the entire process from start to finish, including an accurate estimate and dealing with the insurance adjuster. So good luck to the Tanagers, and if you're in an accident, bring your vehicle to
Blaine's Body Shop. Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. Their specialty, 6x6 front discharge mixer trucks that allows for better placement of concrete and ease of use. Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment offers the highest quality of concrete products and aggregate, and also a full-service dealer for Logon equipment featuring telehandlers, excavators, and ASV track skid loaders for purchase or rent. Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment, East Highway 50, Vermillion.
Hey kids, It's never too early to start planning for your future. Did you know Masaba provides scholarships and tuition assistance? They are committed to your success, offering engineering, drafting, and welding opportunities, plus scholarships, job shadowing, and mentorship programs. Learn more at masabainc.com/careers. When I grow up, I want to work at Masaba.
Masaba Manufacturing. Unlock your future and rock with us.
Core Cares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. Core Cares, proudly serving our community.
Jensen Kennels is your safe place to take your dog while you're away. They have over 7,000 square feet of indoor run space and outdoor play yards. They pride themselves in providing enrichment both mentally and physically for all types of dogs. And speaking of size, Jensen Kennels can host any size of dog, from the smallest Boston Terrier to the largest Great Dane. To find out the full services Jensen Kennels offers, check out their website and Facebook pages. Next time you need your dog to stay in a safe, fun environment, make it Jensen's Kennels.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
This month, welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Back at the Dakota Dome, along with Cole Larsch, Heath Nimke was on the pregame. I'm Joe Van Goor at halftime in South Dakota Class 11A football. Top-ranked, undefeated Sioux Falls Christian with a 29-0 halftime lead. Here's the first half scoring summary in the first quarter. With 1:13 left to go in the first quarter. 11:13 left to go in the first quarter. Sioux Falls Christian with a Braden Whitty 6-yard touchdown run. The Dawson Unruh kick on a 7-play, 51-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 15 seconds, and Sioux Falls Christian led 7-0. 2:09 left to go in the first quarter. For Sioux Falls Christian, it was Lincoln Prinz to Cole Snyder with an 80-yard pass. The Unruh kick on a 1-play, 80-yard drive that took only 14 seconds. Sioux Falls Christian with a 14-0 lead after the first quarter. In the second quarter, with 11:11 left to go, Sioux Falls Christian with Prinz to Snyder, a 70-yard touchdown pass. The Unruh kick on a 2-play, 60-yard drive that took 1:10, and Sioux Falls Christian led 21-0. On the ensuing drive for Vermillion, they turned it over on an interception, the 10th interception for Hayden Christofferson. But then Sioux Falls Christian, with their second running back, Jensen Pixler, looked like he was going in the end zone, but he fumbled at the 1-yard line. But Tanagers had it 1st and 10 at their own 1 after a play that got to the 5-yard line and then a play knocked back to the 3-yard line. Hayden Christofferson was tackled for a safety with 6:33 left to go in the first half, and Sioux Falls Christian led 23-0. Then with 18 seconds left in the half, it was Lincoln Prinz to Cole Snyder, this time 15 yards on the touchdown pass. The Unruh kick on a 9-play, 60-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 27 seconds. The kick after by Unruh was no good. I should probably read my writing after the Unruh kick, no good. And at halftime, Cole, it's Sioux Falls Christian 29 and Vermillion 0.
Yeah, you're exactly right. As I'm just kind of tallying up the total drive summaries. I was just doing some last-second calculations as I'll get to the Sioux Falls Christian yards in a second. First for Vermillion, they ran 30 plays, took 12 minutes and a second off the clock. Just 50 offensive yards for them in the contest. On the contrary, for the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers, they officially ran 30 plays. Again, they ran more but had plenty called back because of 10 penalties. They took 11:59 off the clock for them. And 288 yards of offense for the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers in that first half, and the score shows it as they are up 29-0. There's just your drive summaries. For Sioux Falls Christian, they started off, like you said, their first 3 drives with touchdowns, then a fumble at the 1, a turnover on downs, and a touchdown to cap off the half for them. For Vermillion, they punted, missed a field goal, punted, threw an interception, had a safety, punted, and ran the ball to end the half. And that is how we got here, 29-0, your halftime score.
All right, well, the Pride of Vermillion Marching Band is performing as you're seeing it here on Vermillion Tanagers Live Ticket TV. We'll take a timeout. Cole and I will be back with 11A scores and other scores from the other 6 classes on a Football Friday. After this on Vermillion Tanagers Live Ticket TV.
Calendar. It's their kids coloring contest. If your kid is 6 to 12 years old, they can color the page on the calendar and bring it into your local Grossenberg location where their staff will judge, and your kid could win a $100 gift certificate for John Deere merchandise. See any of their 9 Grossenberg locations and get your kid what they want most, $100 in John Deere merchandise with their coloring contest only at Grossenberg Implement.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Insurance rates are on the rise, and now more than ever, every penny counts. With me, John Brooks at DFS Insurance, we can look over your coverages and find the right insurance carrier to help you keep your costs down. At DFS Insurance, I'm an independent agent, which allows me to offer a variety of different carriers to fit your needs. When you're ready for your free, no obligation quote, give me a call, and we'll get you on the path to the best and most affordable insurance you need with Dakota Financial Services.
Welcome to Dakota PC Warehouse, where our staff aren't just friendly, we're certified nerds with a side of tech genius. Prepare to be awed as we unleash a barrage of geeky charm and unbeatable deals on PCs and HD TVs. And our tech gurus, armed with determination and a questionable assortment of snacks, can fix just about anything. We love technology and making it work for you. Dakota PC Warehouse, because being a nerd is our superpower.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Tanager football on Vermillion Tanagers Live Ticket TV, brought to you by Murph's Appliance. Serves customers in Vermillion with low prices on home appliance products and top-notch customer service. Their knowledge of
Welcome
home
back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics
and Dakota Financial Services. John Brooks, DFS Insurance. John Brooks is proud to provide a wide range of products and services for his customers' need. As an independent agent, he focuses on providing home, auto, health, life, and business insurance products that are created with each specific individual and business in mind. At halftime in 11A football, Sioux Falls Christian 29 and Vermillion nothing. Let's go over the scores in 11A here in South Dakota. Again, Sioux Falls Christian, top ranked and undefeated, leads Vermillion at the half, 29-0. At halftime, Madison leads Tri-Valley 14-0. Tanagers travel to Tri-Valley next Friday night at 7 o'clock. Dakota Valley leads Beersford 13-10, 10 minutes to go third quarter. Del Rapids leads West Central 19-0, 7 minutes left to go third quarter. At halftime, St. Thomas More over Belle-Fourche 35-0. Millbank over Sisseton after one quarter 19-0. That's probably a little bit further along than the score would indicate. Hot Springs leads Custer at halftime 27-7. Rapid City Christian defeated Lakota Tech 53-0. And in the old Black and Blue Bowl, and that's at Canton, Lennox leads Canton 14-10. Here's Cole with the rest of the scores from around the state.
Thank you, Joe. We're going to start off with the big classes in 11 AAA and work our way down all the way down to 9B. 3 games have gone final in AAA. Jefferson defeats Rapid City Stevens 56-13. Rapid City Central defeats receiving votes Sioux Falls Washington 3-0. Harrisburg, the number 1 team, defeats Sioux Falls Roosevelt 49-13. At halftime, number 5 O'Gorman leads Pierre TF Riggs 21-7. And Brandon Valley with the short lead over number 2 Sioux Falls Lincoln in the 3-2 matchup 18-7, 9 minutes to go before halftime there. As we move down to 11 AA, Huron leads Douglas 36-0. Aberdeen Central 14, Mitchell 0 at the half. Yankton leads Sturgis Brown 21-0. That's at halftime there. Number 5 Spearfish with the lead over number 1 Watertown 7-0. That one's at halftime. And number 2 Brookings leads number 4 T Area 9-6. They just started the second half there. As Joe had 11A, so we move down to 11B. Number 1 winner with the 16-0 lead over number 5 Mount Vernon Plankington. They just ended the third quarter. Millbank 19, Sisseton 0, end of the first. Hot Springs 27, Custer 7, end of the first half. WWSSC over Miller Highmore Herald 33-7 at the half. Dakota Valley, the number 4 team, leads Beersford 13-6. 10 minutes to go in the third. Groton area and Aberdeen Roncalli tied at 14. They just ended halftime. Bridgewater Emory Ethan and McCook Central Montrose tied at 20. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Chamberlain leads Parker 8-0. They just started the second quarter there. Sioux Valley, the number 2 team, leads Flandreau 31-0. 5 minutes to go in the third. Clarkwell Lake 20, Dual 7. 5 minutes in the third there as well. Mobridge Pollock 15, Webster area 0, end of the half. St. Thomas More 35, Belle-Fourche 0, end of the half. And number 3, Elk Point Jefferson leads Wagner 28-0. 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. As we move down to 9-man in 9AA, one game has gone final. Britton Hecla defeated Wabash Summit 49-0 in a game that I believe started at 4 o'clock. Number 4, Woolsey Weston leads Bonham 24-8 at half. TDA ACDC with the slim lead over 9B number 1 Avon 12-8, 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hill City will defeat Phillip 53-0. Florence Henry leads Wilmot 6-0 into the first. Freeman Marion Freeman Academy with the lead over Centerville Big at the half 46-13. Hamlin, the number 2 team, defeats DeSmit 64-0. New Underwood leads Lyman 22-14 at the half. Elkton Lake Benton leads Garrison 35-0, 10 minutes to go in the third. Warner leads Redfield 42-0. Kimball White Lake 34, Stanley County 0 at the half. Number 4, Viborg Hurley leads Chester area 41-12. That one's at halftime. Number 1, Howard with the slim lead over Hanson 15-0. 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. That is 9A, number 1, Howard. Loyola Frederick area with the forfeit win over Northwestern. Parkston leads Platte Geddes 34-0 at the half, and Scotland Meadow blanked Colombe 51-0. As we move down to 9A, Gayville Vollen defeated Sioux Falls Lutheran 37-12. Fulton area leads North Central 36-0. New Underwood leads Lyman 22-14 at the half. Harding County Bison leads Dupree 14-8. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wall with the big lead over Jones County 49-8 at the half. Ipswich over Hitchcock-Tulare 28-8 at the half. Esteline Hendricks leads Dubrook area 14-0. 3 minutes to go in the third. Castlewood with a big lead over Waverly South Shore 54-3 with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And Lemon McIntosh is tied with Timberlake 8-8 at the half. As we move down to 9B, Corsica Stickney with the win over Sunshine Bible Academy, 44-0 in a game that started at 2:30 this afternoon. And, of course, Gayville Vaughan with the win over Sioux Falls Lutheran, 37-12. That game started at 6 p.m. Oldham Ramona Rutland leads Coleman Egan they're tied at 32 apiece. That one's at halftime. Iroquois Lake Preston trails Arlington 28-12, 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wall with the big lead over Jones County, 49-8. Sully Buttes leads Faith 48-0, 2 minutes left to go in the first. And Kadoka area leads Bennett County 8-6, 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. And that's a look at scores from around the state of South Dakota. As always, you can see those on the bottom of your screen on the ST Score Feed ticker. Proud partner with Live Ticket TV.
All right, thanks, Cole. At Core Cares, they provide in-home care and nursing services across eastern South Dakota for seniors and anyone 18 years of older needs assistance with activities of daily living due to illness, injury, disability, or age. And Tanager football on Live Ticket TV, Vermillion Tanagers Live, brought to you by Black Hills State University. Become a Yellow Jacket. Black Hills State offers students the opportunity to learn from the best in a positive and challenging academic environment. We'll be back with the second half, the third quarter more specifically. Sioux Falls Christian leading Vermillion 29-0 on Vermillion Tanagers Live.
Picture. To keep the farm in the family.
To pay off the loan.
To start my own operation.
To drive Grandpa's combine. Right, Grandpa?
If owning a successful operation is in your big picture, First Bank & Trust has ag experts to help you plan for the future.
To diversify.
To teach her how to drive a combine.
Find out how First Bank & Trust makes managing your farm easier at bankeasy.com.
Life can get pretty busy out there. Daily commutes, carpooling, and then there's that weekend getaway. Cenex is here to keep your vehicle fueled up for those long drives, your pantry stocked for those snack cravings, and the propane grill ready whenever you are. Things can move fast, but with your local Cenex, you can rest assured that everything on your list will get a checkmark, all in a day's work, powered locally at Cenex.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
All right, just about ready to start the third quarter. Sioux Falls Christian will get the ball. Tanager football on Vermillion Tanagers Live, Live Ticket TV, brought to you by Pump and Pack. Fill up your tank and your belly at Pump and Pack. From cold beverages to plenty of snacks, Pump and Pack is proud to be the fill-up spot and to-go destination for the Live Ticket TV crew on the west side of Vermillion at Cherry. And also brought to you by Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment. They offer customers the highest quality ready mix concrete products and aggregate, along with the service that is expected. They customize mix designs to fit your company needs. Now, folks, we will prepare you for what might happen if Sioux Falls Christian scores on this first drive. It would be, well, a touchdown would be 35 minus the extra point, and then we would have a running clock. But if that happens, we will explain what happens during a running clock. Let's hope the Tanager defense can slow down some more. The Sioux Falls Christian team. Sioux Falls Christian, quite frankly, Cole, slowed themselves down with a lot of penalties in the first half.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's just something that we didn't really expect from the Sioux Falls Christian squad. There's a lot of clumsy penalties and even still 280 yards of offense.
Here's Riley French of Vermillion with the kickoff and a good return, breaking tackles. Cole Snyder, he's up the right sideline and brought down on the far sideline by Landon Cerny as he is tackled at the 35-yard line. That was about a 55-yard kickoff return, and Sioux Falls Christian set up pretty darn good. 1st and 10 at the Tanager 35 to start the third quarter.
You're exactly right. If you're Sioux Falls Christian right now, I believe this is about the best field position you could have expected off that kickoff. Just what a return, and now a very short field for them as they're up 29 points.
Yep. Lincoln Prinz at quarterback. He is hooked up 3 times with Cole Snyder for touchdown catches. Here is the handoff to Whitty, and Whitty right up the middle, maybe 3 yards to the Tanager 32-yard line. Among the last to get up, Raleigh French, and it'll be 2nd down and 7. Again, just underway in the third quarter here on Vermillion Tanagers Live Ticket TV. Sioux Falls Christian 29 and Vermillion nothing. So 2nd down and 7 from the Tanager 32. Handoff to Whitty again, but great job of getting from behind Hayden John, the 6'3", 230-pound defensive tackle, and maybe giving him a yard, bringing up 3rd down and 6. But, of course, where the ball is, this is 4-down territory for Sioux Falls Christian. So they go tempo, and here's a pass toward the end zone, not for Snyder, but for Tate Gadboy. Gadboy was covered that time by Connor Peterson, so it brings up 4th down and 6 from the Tanager 31, and I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count, what Sioux Falls Christian may do here.
Well, so far in this drive, I'm kind of perplexed by their play calls. A run they got for 3, a run that was stuffed at the middle, then a shot to the end zone. I feel like this is the time if you're Sioux Falls Christian, you're just trying to get a touchdown on the board to make the clock run.
Yeah. They've turned the ball over once on downs. They haven't punted. So 4th and 6 from the 31. Prinz looking toward the sideline, may be changing the play, and that is going to cause a Sioux Falls Christian timeout. 10:52 left to go, third quarter. It's Sioux Falls Christian 29, Vermillion nothing. Back after this on Vermillion Tanagers Live on Live Ticket TV.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Sioux Falls Christian takes their first of 3 timeouts in the second half. 4th and 6 for the Chargers from the Tanager 31. Here's Prinz with a rollout to the near side, and underneath, a great tackle on Whitty. Connor Peterson submarined him short of the first down at the 28-yard line, and for the second time in the game, the Tanagers have stopped Sioux Falls Christian on downs.
That's just, if you want to look at it this way, either a terrible offensive start for the Chargers or a great defensive start for the Tanagers. It's a really good job only holding them to 7 offensive yards in that entire drive, and now they get the ball. See what they can do with it. A lot of time left and a lot of ground to make up.
All right, 1st and 10 for Vermillion from the 28. Here's the handoff to Miko Beal, and Beal gets about 3 yards to the 31-yard line before he was brought down. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. So a couple of Chargers in on the tackle. 10:20 left to go, third quarter. Sioux Falls Christian 29, Vermillion nothing. Nolan Nygren has taken over for Hayden Christofferson at the quarterback spot. And a flag on the play, and the Chargers are pointing toward the Tanagers' false start on Vermillion. And folks, when, Hayden Christofferson has taken the majority of the snaps this year, there is timing and cadence issues. Like we mentioned in the first half, ask Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets. By the way, play the Vikings at 8:30 Sunday morning in London.
Yes, they do.
Yep, I'll be up for that one.
I will be too.
Have to go to Mass at 9:30, but we'll keep track. Here's the handoff to Beal, trying to turn the corner, and he runs into Canyon Prinz. And he does get back, I think, couple of yards of the 5-yard penalty for false start to the 27-yard line. But it'll bring up third down and a long 11. So 3 receivers to the far side. Nygren in the gun with Beal behind him on third down and 11 from the 27. Here is Nygren to throw to the left side and just a little bit too high. He had Landon Cerny open, but he just sailed it a little bit too much. It brings up a fourth down, and Hayden Christofferson will come on to punt for the Tanagers.
Yeah, it's one of those, you talk about a second-string quarterback coming in. Maybe timing isn't quite right, not used to getting in the throwing. I did see him taking plenty of practice snaps and practice throws there at halftime. Just a little bit too high for Cerny and forces a Tanager punt.
And back deep is Cole Snyder for Sioux Falls Christian, standing back at his own 43. Hayden with a high but short punt. And it'll take a 9-iron bounce at the 47-yard line. So about a 34-yard punt and no return, and Sioux Falls Christian will take over their second possession of the third quarter with 8:47 left to go third quarter. Sioux Falls Christian leading Vermillion 29-0. Now the next action for Christian, Bridgewater Emery Ethan, which if I'm not mistaken is still 11B. They have them at home next Friday. Tanagers on the road at Tri-Valley, who's moved up from 11B. Here's the handoff, and boy, look at him go. This is Jensen Pixler. He's up the left sideline, and he's tackled from behind. Elijah Lara tried to knock the ball loose, but boy, Pixler runs so smooth. It looks like he's hardly touched, and I don't think he was touched that time.
Yeah, he ran so smoothly. I mean, it didn't even look like he was running full speed.
Yeah,
that's just how smoothly he ran, and just cut through the entire defense. Now 1st and goal upcoming for Sioux Falls.
Yep, 1st and goal for Sioux Falls Christian at the Vermillion 4. After about a 50-yard gain, here is Pixler. Pixler's not going to find the end zone. He will get a yard to the 2-yard line before 3 or 4 Tanagers stack him up. Yep, Riley French led the charge that time for Vermillion. 8:14 left to go in the third quarter. 2nd and goal for Sioux Falls Christian from the Vermillion 1. Prinz will hand off to Pixler, and again, Vermillion was waiting. Cameron Bottleson was there. Also, if he'll turn, also for the Tanagers was, I believe, Corbin Heckens. So no gain. 3rd and goal for Sioux Falls Christian from the Vermillion 1. And this time, Prinz will sneak it over the goal line for a Sioux Falls Christian touchdown with 7:39 left to go in the third quarter. And this is the second rushing touchdown. It was Braden Whitty with a 6-yard run. And now here comes the extra point from Dawson Unruh. Again, the holder, Brent Wassenaar. The snapper, Lincoln Semchenko. Snap, place, the extra point is up, and it is good. Unruh's only missed one extra point. 36-0 Sioux Falls Christian, 7:39 left to go in the third quarter on Vermillion Tanagers Live from Live Ticket TV.
Matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. a place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Welcome back to the...
Here is a kick on the ground by Unruh, taken by Elijah Lara, and Lara will return it across the 25-yard line to the 27-yard line. That's Sioux Falls Christian scoring drive. 4 plays, 53 yards, a minute 8 with the Unruh kick. Sioux Falls Christian leads 36-0 on a Prince 1-yard run, so he's had 3 passing and 1 rushing touchdown for the top-ranked and undefeated in 11A Sioux Falls Christian Chargers. Here come the Tanagers, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Nolan Nygren looking to the left, over the middle, got a catch. In traffic, Landon Cerny. He was hit immediately by, I believe, Unruh. Or is that a 64? If it's 64, it's Paul Hoekman, who is listed as a linebacker. But a gain of about 5. It'll be gain of 6. 2nd and 4.
It is a good pitch and catch there. Get yourself some positive yards. Get yourself second and manageable. And now with the clock running down 36 points, it's all about finishing the game with something good so you can work on that and capitalize on that for next week.
You bet. So Nolan Nygren, who took over for Hayden Christofferson late in the first half from an empty set, and he fumbles the ball for a 3rd time, and he'll take a loss. He will take a loss back to the 28-yard line. Now with a 35-point running clock in the second half, the clock only stops for a timeout, injury, or quarter, and sometimes a penalty. And a score, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Thanks, Jody.
Jody's on top of it.
It's been 11 months since I did a game. I can't remember everything. So, 3rd and 8. After a loss of a couple, Nygren from an empty backfield to throw, looking, tipped up in the air, and it falls incomplete. So the Tanager goes 3 and out. And Tanagers will punt it away with running time. 5:15 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Sioux Falls Christian 36, Vermillion nothing. And if also memory serves me correctly, if the lead goes under 35, the clock continues to run. Yep. That's that good Yankton high school education, folks. 46 years out of high school. Well, maybe 40 years, now 41 of doing high school football. Here's the punt by Hayden Christofferson. Snyder from the 39 will return it this time. Or is this Snyder? No, it's not. It is Brant Wassenaar. Wassenaar is free at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. But guess what? There's a flag back at the 47-yard line. They're pointing towards Sioux Falls Christian, too.
And an injured Tanager on the far side, 5-yard line.
Okay, we'll check that out. Let's check the call. Block in the back against Sioux Falls Christian. So wipe out the punt return for a touchdown. So where did the penalty happen? Well, the flag is at the Sioux Falls Christian 47. So 10 yards back from there. And so the clock stops on penalty. And the Tanager that was shaken up was Landon Cerny. Again, veteran trainer Amy Richardson walking off the field with Landon. The ball is marked at the 38-yard line. Sioux Falls Christian 1st and 10. They will wind that clock, and it will run. Sioux Falls Christian with a score at the 7:39 mark on their second possession of the third quarter. And Sioux Falls Christian keeping their number ones in. Here's the handoff to Whitty. And Whitty tackled after maybe a yard or two to the 39-yard line. Tackle made. Dane Richardson was there. And a couple others. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Be interested to see how the play calling here for Sioux Falls Christian changes as we get into the latter half of this third quarter and even possibly the fourth quarter. And
now, officials timeout. We've got a Charger that has a cramp, I think. And the Lincoln Leo, 6'2", 260 pounds, being attended to. So we do have an injury timeout with 3:50 left to go in running time in the third quarter. And Lincoln is up. Tanager football brought to you by Dakota PC Warehouse. They specialize in sales of quality products that fit each individual or company's needs. They have a full-time service department to efficiently repair and service your desktop, laptop, tablet, and phones. They also provide TV repairs, and if you ever stop in at their location on East Cherry Street, they have just a huge television greeting you when you walk inside the door. I said, gosh, wouldn't that be cool to have for football? Here on 2nd and 9, and a good run. This time, it's a new back, Tate Connell, a 5'10", 170-pound junior, and he will get 8 yards to the 47-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
And Sioux Falls Christian showing that they're just going to now start subbing some guys in.
Yeah. Well, we'll pass along something that I heard from Coach O'Boyle a little bit later. And now they have Brant Wassenaar at quarterback. But here's a play. I took the fake. Canyon Prinz has a first down at the Tanager 21-yard line. Boy, it was a great fake. It faked out. I thought Wassenaar still had the ball and he was going to be thrown for a loss. But Canyon Prinz gets a big gain to the Tanager 21 where it's 1st and 10. With 2:47 left to go in the third quarter and running time, Sioux Falls Christian 36 and Vermillion nothing. So Brant Wassenaar in a quarterback, but he does have Braden Whitty in the backfield with him. And the throw to the left, and it is caught, and breaking tackles is Tate Connell. Tate Connell will get an 8-yard catch and run on a little out pattern for 8 yards to the Tanager 13, where it'll be 2nd down and 2.
Well, Sioux Falls Christian was going with the run for quite some time, and now a couple quick passes, get a couple big chunk plays here in the third.
Yep. Back to throw, Wassenaar looking to the left, got a catch, and a great open field tackle by the Tanagers' Elijah Lara prevented the receiver for Sioux Falls Christian, which is Britton Mulder, from getting in the end zone. But nonetheless, the gain to the 5-yard line, check that the 4-yard line, where it's 1st and goal for Sioux Falls Christian. So 2 receivers left, 2 to the right here on 1st and goal for Sioux Falls Christian from the Vermillion 4. Wassenaar to throw. Toward the end zone, caught. Sioux Falls Christian touchdown. And if he'll turn, I could tell you who it is. I believe it's Lincoln. Was it? That wasn't Prinz, was it? No, it was number 11, Canyon Prinz. So another touchdown pass for Sioux Falls Christian here with 1:18 left to go, third quarter in running time. So here is Unruh for the extra point. It is up, and it is good. 43-0. Sioux Falls Christian over Vermillion. We'll be back after this on Vermillion Tanagers Live on Live Ticket TV.
Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
Farming today requires constant adjustment, innovation, and the right seed, and you'll find that with Pioneer Seed at Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion. With the most advanced technologies and local experts, Dakota Seed and Service share in your hard work on the farm, adapting to an ever-changing industry. When you need the right seed, protection, and service, make it Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion.
Welcome back to the...
And number 54, Dawson Unruh, who's been a busy young man in the kicking game tonight, kicks it off. And Connor Peterson gets it a yard deep in the end zone. Touchback will bring it out to the 20. Tanagers trail with 1:18 left to go, third quarter, and running time now 43-0. Nolan Nygren back out at quarterback, and for the injured Ryan Chapman, number 3, Miko Beal in the backfield. And here is Nygren on the carry. About 4 or 5 yards to the 25, and it'll be second down and a long 5.
Yeah, and if you're Vermillion here, I kind of said on the last couple of drives, it's just one of those deals where got to give yourself some positive plays, give you something to build on as you look into next week, because 43 points in a running clock, not sure that they're going to be able to make the comeback.
We'll give you the Sioux Falls Christian drive in a moment. 2nd and 6 for Vermillion on the far hash at their own 24. Nygren, couple claps, quick pass, and it's incomplete. He threw it right in between Beal and Doan. That Sioux Falls Christian scoring drive, 6 plays, 62 yards, 3 minutes and 3 seconds with 1:18 in running time in the third quarter. Brant Wassenaar, 4-yard touchdown pass to Canyon Prince. And the Unruh kick makes it 43-0 Sioux Falls Christian. And it appears the Tanagers will let the third quarter run out here. And at the end of 3 quarters, it's Sioux Falls Christian 43, Vermillion nothing in 11A football here from the Dakota Dome in Vermillion. Back with the fourth quarter in running time after this on Vermillion Tanagers Live from Live Ticket TV.
There's no better organization that gives back to the student athletes than the Booster Club. The Vermillion Booster Club is committed to helping all student athletes grow. Join the Tanager faithful today by becoming a member at GoTanagers.com. While you're there, check out Team Apparel for your favorite sports team. Like them on Facebook to stay up to date on all the latest information and sports games. Join the Vermillion Boosters today and go Tanagers.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Back at the Dakota Dome after 3 quarters. We're in running time. Sioux Falls Christian, top-ranked, undefeated in 11A, leads Vermillion 43-0. As we start the fourth, Nolan Nygren on third down, slant pattern, and the pass through the hands of Elijah Lara, and it'll bring up fourth down. Sioux Falls Christian, a couple touchdowns, one to put us into running time and another toward the end of the third quarter to make it 43-0 Sioux Falls Christian, as the Tanagers will punt it away. And let's see, anybody new back deep for Sioux Falls Christian? Yes. Christofferson with a long punt. Back deep is Jude Prinz. Prinz goes all the way back to the 35, but he's loose at the 45, at the 40, 35, and finally brought down by the punter, Christofferson, at the Vermillion 20-yard line. Wow. That was a 45-yard return by Jude Prinz, a freshman. And Sioux Falls Christian just outside the red zone on that big return by the third Prinz that we've called tonight for Sioux Falls Christian. 1st and 10, Sioux Falls Christian at the Vermillion 21-yard line. And now more new guys for Sioux Falls Christian. This is Jesse Whitty, a freshman, at quarterback. So, folks, get your programs out. If you don't have one, here's the handoff to Jude Prinz, who had the 45-yard return on the punt and called for no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Getting up for the Tanagers, Hayden John was there. So now 10 minutes to go in running time, and Sioux Falls Christian coasting to their 6th win against no losses so far this season. Tanagers will fall to 2-4 and will have 3 games left. Tri-Valley, Dakota Valley, and West Central. And here is Jesse Whitty. He will be thrown for a loss. Tanagers surround him. There, among others, Cameron Bottleson. So a loss of 1 yard back to the 22, where it'll be 3rd down and 11. Tanager football brought to you by Leo Sports Bar. Daily happy hour beginning at 3, and they always have the game on, no matter what team in red is playing. Can't make it to the Tanager games? Make Leo's in downtown Vermillion your home. On 3rd and 11, back to throw, and here's a ball tipped up in the air, and is it intercepted? I believe it is. Raleigh French will get a tip ball on an interception. And that is the 2nd Sioux Falls Christian turnover. And the Tanagers will take over 1st and 10 at the 22. So really something positive there.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's just one of those deals where you just got to look at a play somewhere in the game. And so far, I believe, like you said, that's the 2nd time that a pass has been tipped to the line. That time French able to get there in time. And that's one of those circle on film, played a couple times, maybe even add it to the highlight tape at the end of the season.
So 1st and 10 for Vermillion. 8:18 left to go in running time. And here's the handoff to Miko Beal, who replaced Ryan Chapman after he came off with I believe, an ankle injury in the first half. Nolan Nygren took over for Hayden Christofferson at quarterback late in the first half. So under 8 to go in running time. Sioux Falls Christian 43, Vermillion nothing here on Live Ticket TV, Vermillion Tanagers Live. Back to throw, Nygren. Nygren throwing long. He's got Connor Peterson. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. Pushed out of bounds from behind by Roan DeYoung as the Tanagers, with their biggest offensive play of the night, inside the red zone with a 1st and 10. Let's see where they mark it. Oh, right at the 20. So let's call it the red zone, but a great play of about 62 yards.
Yeah, that's as I was kind of telling you in the break. So far, up to this point in their drives, they'd netted -6 yards since the first quarter. Big time play. That's another one right there you can kind of circle on film and say, you know what, this is very good. Let's see what we can learn from this play going into next week.
So Nolan Nygren has the Tanagers at the 20-yard line. Let's call it the red zone for the Tanagers. Nygren to throw. Nygren will run with it. He's at the 15 and brought down rudely from behind by Paul Hoekman. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and about 2 as he got to the 13. We're almost halfway through the 4th quarter in running time. Sioux Falls Christian 43, Vermillion nothing. Tanagers want to get on the board. as I believe Sioux Falls Christian may still have some of their number ones in there on defense.
I think you're right, Joe.
Nygren from the gun, back to throw, looking left. Now he will run with it. He will throw on the run, and it's caught! Tanager touchdown! Tanager touchdown, Connor Peterson. So a 13-yard touchdown pass from Nolan Nygren to Connor Peterson puts Vermillion on the board as the clock stops in running time with 5:58 left to go in the game. And the Tanagers trail 43-6. Raleigh French with the extra point out of the hold of Hayden Christofferson. And guess what? Nolan Nygren, who threw the touchdown pass, is the snapper. Here is the spot and the kick, and Raleigh's kick is up, and it is good. 5:58 left to go. It's Sioux Falls Christian 43, Vermillion 7. We'll be back after this on Vermillion Tanagers Live from Live Ticket TV.
Advertising, reaching the right market while giving back to the school is just plain right. If you're looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Heath Nimke today, and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer, Merce Appliance, downtown Vermillion.
Birds like Tanagers.
Back to the Vermillion Booster Club press box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Raleigh French to kick it off for the second time. He started the third quarter with a kick, and now he angles it. And this one's going to be returned. And a flag comes flying in.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club press box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Number 12, Roan DeYoung. Let's check out the flag. 5:40 left to go in running time. Tanagers now trail 43-7. Tanagers get a touchdown. The ball is placed at the...
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club press box. Proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Block in the back against Sioux Falls Christian. Well, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. You could take 10 yards for a block in the back and 10 yards for holding. Or 10 yards for holding. All right, that Tanager scoring drive, 5 plays, 78 yards, 3 minutes exactly. 5:58 left to go in the game. For Vermillion, Nolan Nygren, 13-yard touchdown pass to Connor Peterson. The Raleigh French kick, 5 plays, 78 yards, 3 minutes on the drive. And that was points off a turnover. Sioux Falls Christian leads 43-7. Christian, after the either holding or block in the back penalty, backed up to their own 12-yard line. Here's a little dump pass to the left side. And loose is Jude Prinz, who had a 45-yard punt return. But then Sioux Falls Christian, off a Raleigh French interception, stopped that drive. And then the Tanagers have their only points of the game. But now, reserves playing for both teams here with a running clock. Again, for Sioux Falls Christian, Jesse Whitty. And in the backfield with him, they don't have TV numbers. Here's a play-action fake and a pass to the right complete to Langdon Engbers, a freshman. Yeah, Sioux Falls Christian has a big roster.
Yeah.
Well, anybody that the Tanagers have played so far this year has had a big roster.
It's one of those deals where you get the program before the game, and Vermillion really takes up the first page, and all the teams they played take up a page and a half in smaller print.
Yep. 3:30 left to go in running time. Sioux Falls Christian 43, Tanager 7. Cole and I will have the post-game show. We'll check out the scoring summary. Cole will have some yards. We'll check the scoreboard, and then we'll say goodnight from the Dome. So 3rd down and a long 3 for Christian. And, Des White, a sophomore defensive tackle move. So that's 5 yards and a first down for Sioux Falls Christian. Again, next week, Tanagers will be at Tri-Valley. We'll be with the Tanagers here on Vermillion, or will we?
I believe that's the plan, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on.
I was thinking. I almost misspoke. I thought, well, maybe Tri-Valley does have live ticket TV. But no, we'll be up there. And here's Riley French with a tackle of Jude Prinz. Prinz with an 8-yard gain to the Sioux Falls Christian 32, where it'll be 2nd down and 2. 2:20 left to go in running time. Again, Sioux Falls Christian with 11B, Bridgewater Emery Ethan. I'm sure the longtime coach at Bridgewater Emery Ethan is excited about having Christian over in Sioux Falls. And here's a carry for a first down to the 43-yard line by Jude Prinz again. And Sioux Falls Christian just pretty much happy to run out the clock and come out with their 6th win against no losses. They will be another unanimous number 1 next week in the polls.
Yeah, I'd have to imagine nothing would change. I mean, it takes something crazy that one of the voters has seen and not look at this game and their previous games to say, I don't think this team is a number 1 team. I think they are far and away right now, based on how some scores are playing out today, the number 1 team in Class 11A.
Yep. Tanagers will fall to 2 and 4. Flag on the play. Here's a toss sweep to Prinz from Jesse Whitty, and illegal motion on Sioux Falls Christian. Again, folks, like we said, one arm out, that's illegal motion. Both arms out, illegal shift. So that is your officiating lesson from JVG here in this game. Tanager football brought to you by the Vermillion Booster Club. From apparel and gear, supporting the student athlete on and off the field, the Vermillion Boosters always back the home team. Follow them on Facebook for all things Vermillion Tanagers. So 1st and 15 for Sioux Falls Christian back at their own 32. This should be the last play of the game. Only 30 seconds remain. Here's the toss sweep to Jude Prinz, and Prinz out in the open at the 50 and brought down by Landon Cerny, but not before a big gain to the Vermillion 41-yard line. And folks, that'll be the last play of the game. The final score will read as the last 10 seconds count down. Sioux Falls Christian 43 and Vermillion 7. And now the clock reads triple zeros. Sioux Falls Christian with the win, 6-0, and they'll remain a unanimous number 1 in South Dakota Class 11A. They have Bridgewater Emery Ethan. Jeff Van Goor is their longtime coach, and like we said, I'm sure he's excited about seeing this Charger team next week, being an 11B team. And Vermillion falls to 2 and 4. They'll be at Tri-Valley next Friday night up in the country, north of Hartford. And we'll have it for you here on Vermillion Tanagers Live on Live Ticket TV with the pregame at 6 and kickoff at 7 next Friday night. So, again, the final, Sioux Falls Christian 43, Vermillion 7. We'll have our postgame coming up after this on Vermillion Tanagers Live from Live Ticket TV.
Great at flying out of the way to miss your car, deer, and other drivers are not. If you're in any kind of accident, bring your vehicle to Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. We repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition and handle the entire process from start to finish, including an accurate estimate and dealing with the insurance adjuster. So good luck to the Tanagers, and if you're in an accident, bring your vehicle to
Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair. off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. Their specialty, 6x6 front discharge mixer trucks that allows for better placement of concrete and ease of use. Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment offers the highest quality of concrete products and aggregate, and also a full-service dealer for Logon equipment featuring telehandlers, excavators, and ASV track skid loaders for purchase or rent. Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment, East Highway 50, Vermillion.
Hey kids, it's never too early to start planning for your future. Did you know Masaba provides scholarships and tuition assistance? They are committed to your success, offering engineering, drafting, and welding opportunities, plus scholarships, job shadowing, and mentorship programs. Learn more at masabainc.com/careers. When I grow up, I want to work at Masaba.
Masaba Manufacturing, unlock your future and rock with us.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Back at H. Lauren Lewis Field inside the Dakota Dome at the University of South Dakota Vermillion, Heath Nimke on the pregame and Cole Larsch on the color and the camera and the computer. I'm just Joe Van Goor, and in Week 6, the Vermillion Tanager season, the top-ranked and undefeated and pretty good Sioux Falls Christian Chargers defeat the Vermillion Tanagers 43-7, and Sioux Falls Christian mostly did it in the air tonight. They had a couple of long touchdown passes here, Cole, but solid team. Offense, defense, special teams.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, it's one of those deals where we came into this game knowing that Sioux Falls Christian was a solid team. We knew what they were capable of doing. And they came out and they almost had a little bit of a slow start. Or, correction, they did not have a little bit of a slow start. They scored in their first 3 possessions. I was thinking of the other team, and they just came out right away, and they just showed that they're the number 1 team in Class 11A for a reason, and they never really took the foot off the gas till those last couple of drives in that fourth quarter, and scored a pretty impressive 43 points on not very many plays and not very much time of possession, as I'm just added it up here.
Yep, and we'll give you the scoring summary and some more incidentals. Cole will have the total for both Sioux Falls Christian and Vermillion as far as offense here in just a moment. Sioux Falls Christian struck first with 11:13 left to go in the first quarter on a Braden Whitty 6-yard touchdown run. The Dawson Unruh kick on a 7-play, 51-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Sioux Falls Christian led 7-0. 2:09 left to go in the first quarter. Sioux Falls Christian with the first of 3 touchdown passes for Lincoln Prinz, 2 of them to Cole Snyder. With 2:09 left to go first quarter, Prinz to Snyder on an 80-yard pass, the Unruh kick on a 1-play, 80-yard drive that took just 14 seconds, and Sioux Falls Christian led 14-0. And that was the score at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, with 11:11 left to go first half, Sioux Falls Christian, Prinz to Snyder, 70-yard pass, and Unruh with the kick after on a 2-play, 60-yard drive that took 1:10, and Sioux Falls Christian led 21-0. And then Vermillion turned it over. Tanagers only turned it over once tonight, and that was the 10th interception for Hayden Christofferson on the season. But then Sioux Falls Christian with Jensen Pixler, he was running toward the end zone. He was stopped short of the goal line, and, folks, it took a while to figure out that he fumbled. But the Tanagers recover it and start 1st and 10 at their 1. They had a play to the 5, then a play back to the 3, Hayden Christofferson, 2 yards deep in the gun in the end zone, was tackled for a safety with 6:33 left to go in the first half, and Sioux Falls Christian led 23-0. 18 seconds left in the half. It was Prinz to Snyder for a third time on a 15-yard pass. The Unruh kick was no good on a 9-play, 60-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Sioux Falls Christian led at the half 29-0. Then in the third quarter, Sioux Falls Christian on their first possession was stopped. The second time, the Tanagers stopped them on downs. They did not punt tonight, but then Sioux Falls Christian got the ball back with 7:39 left to go third quarter. It was Lincoln Prinz with a 1-yard run and the Unruh kick on a 4-play, 53-yard drive that took 1:08, and Sioux Falls Christian led 36-0. Then we were in running time. In running time with 1:18 left to go in the third quarter, Brant Wassenaar passed 4 yards to Canyon Prinz, the Unruh kick on a 6-play, 62-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Sioux Falls Christian led 43-0 after 3 quarters. And then Sioux Falls Christian committed their second turnover of the game. Riley French with an INT, and the Tanagers turned it into their only score of the night. With 5:58 left to go in the game, Nolan Nygren, who replaced Hayden Christofferson at quarterback late in the first half, had a 13-yard touchdown pass to Connor Peterson. The Riley French kick on a 5-play, 78-yard drive that took 3 minutes. And that was points off of turnovers for the Tanagers, but Sioux Falls Christian wins 43-7, Cole.
And Joe, your final team stats, first in the second half. We're going to focus on the Tanagers, then the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers. For Vermillion in the second half, they ran 17 plays for 78 total yards, took 10 minutes and 31 seconds off the clock. For their final tally, 47 plays. Now remember that number. 128 offensive yards, 22 minutes and 33 seconds time of possession. For Sioux Falls Christian in the second half, 17 plays, 148 yards on 13 minutes and 28 seconds, again including the last 6 minutes of the game. That puts their game total 47 plays, 434 yards of offense in 25 minutes and 27 seconds. Again, your final score, 43-7. Both teams ran 30 plays in the first half, 17 plays in the second half for a total of 47. And Sioux Falls Christian outgained Vermillion by 308 yards.
So as we mentioned at the end of the game, Sioux Falls Christian is the total package. Offense, defense, special teams. Well, they did have a couple turnovers tonight and a lot of penalties, a lot of nagging penalties. Well, they also had some holding penalties that I'm sure will, concern the head coach of Sioux Falls Christian, Jared Smith. You know, as you get down the line here the rest of the season, Sioux Falls Christian has Bridgewater, Emory, Ethan at home next week. Then on the 18th, they're at Del Rapids, which I think probably, besides their competitive game with Lennox winning 19-8, that will be a barn burner up in Del Rapids coming up on the 18th. And then they finish at Dakota Valley on Thursday, October 24th in North Sioux City. So, some things to, notice on film, but Sioux Falls Christian solid in all three phases, winning 43-7. And Cole and I will be back to wrap things up. We'll take a look at the scoreboard in 11A and the other 6 classes in South Dakota after this on Vermillion Tanagers Live Ticket TV.
Individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. Core Cares, proudly serving our community.
Jensen Kennels is your safe place to take your dog while you're away. They have over 7,000 square feet of indoor run space and outdoor play yards. They pride themselves in providing enrichment both mentally and physically for all types of dog. And speaking of size, Jensen Kennels can host any size of dog, from the smallest Boston Terrier to the largest Great Dane. To find out the full services Jensen Kennels offers, check out their website and Facebook pages. Next time you need your dog to stay in a safe, fun environment, make it Jensen's Kennels.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
All right, back at the Dome for one more time. Again, Sioux Falls Christian defeats Vermillion 43-7. Let's check the scoreboard first of all in 11A. Madison defeated Tri-Valley in Madison 21-12. Tri-Valley with the loss now 3-3. They will host the Tanagers next Friday night at 7 o'clock in the country north of Hartford. We'll talk more about that coming up in a moment. Dakota Valley leads Beersford in 11A 33-12. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Oh, come on. That game's got to be probably done, but nobody has updated it. Del Rapids beat West Central 26-0. And West Central put up a lot of points last week. St. Thomas More leads Belle-Fourche 48-0 at halftime. Millbank over Sisseton 42-0. Hot Springs over Custer 48-21, a minute to go in that one. Rapid City Christian over Lakota Tech 53-0. And boy, I think this was close at half. In the Black and Blue Bowl in Canton, Lennox leading Canton 44-10 with 3 minutes to go in that game. So that's 11A. Cole, you've got the rest.
Yeah, let's roll through them quick. A lot of big scores and not very many close games, except there is one in overtime currently. First, we start with AAA. Again, Jefferson defeats Stevens. Central over Washington. Harrisburg over Roosevelt. O'Gorman defeats Pierre 42-14. And number 3, Brandon Valley leads number 2, Sioux Falls Lincoln 32-7. 6 minutes to go left in the third quarter there. Huron defeats Douglas 36-0. Aberdeen Central leads Mitchell 41-8. Yankton defeats Sturgis 35-0. Watertown leads Spearfish 20-14. That is in overtime. It was tied at 14. Spearfish will get their chance to score. And number 2, Brookings leads number 4, T-Area 29-22. Less than a minute to go in the fourth quarter, so we'll come back to those scores in just a moment. Winner defeats Mount Vernon Plankton 16-0. WWSSC leads Miller 62-20. Again, that game was tied at 20 at one point. Groton Area and Aberdeen Roncalli tied at 17. They're going into overtime as well. McCook Central Montrose defeats Bridgewater Emory Ethan 36-28. So BEE falls to 4-2 as they travel to Sioux Falls Christian next week. Sioux Valley leads Flandreau 31-13 with 4 minutes to go in the game. Clark-Willow Lake defeats Dual 26-7. Mobridge Pollock over Webster 22-0. And Elk Point Jefferson over Wagner 49-8. As we move down to 9AA, Wolsey Weston leads Bonham 38-14. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Number 1 in 9B, Avon defeats number 5 in 9AA, TDA ACDC 30-26 in a barn burner there.
Yeah.
Freeman Marion Freeman Academy with a big lead over Centerville, 62-13, as our very own Spencer Bewley and Charlie Preen up in there for that game.
Like I said, probably no scoring summary in that game.
No, probably not. Elkton Lake Benton defeats Garrettson 42-0. Warner over Redfield 49-0. Kimball White Lake over Stanley County 55-0. Viborg Hurley with a big lead over Chester 68-25. Howard defeats Hanson 36-6. Parkston beats Platte Geddes 46-12. Scotland Middle over Cologne 51-0. And Kadoka Area leads Bennett County 22-14. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter there. We move down to 9A. Fulton Area leads North Central 43-0. New Underwood leads Lyman 36-22. Harding County Bison leads Dupree 26-14. Wall beat Jones County 62-8. Ipswich leads Hitchcock-Tulare 36-8. S-Line Hendricks defeats Dubrick Area 20-12. Castlewood defeats Waverly South Shore 54-3. And Lemon McIntosh leads Timberlake 32-8. As we move down to 9B, Corsica-Stickney leads Sunshine Bible Academy. That game is now final, 44-0. Avon again defeated TDA ACDC 32-26. Copenhagen defeated Oldham Ramona Rutland 54-8. Arlington over Iroquois Lake Preston 42-20. Ipswich over Hitchcock Tulare 36-8. Sully Buttes blanks Faith 54-0. And that is the only new score there as we move back up into down into 9B. Groton area and Aberdeen Roncalli still in overtime as we move up to Double A. Spearfish scores in overtime to make it 20 apiece. And Brookings and T has still not gone final, but Brookings got the ball back. So that game is over. Brookings will survive and defeat T area 29-22. Again, your final score here, 43-7.
All right, again, the top 5 and 11A in the media poll this week. Sioux Falls Christian, a unanimous number 1. Lennox 2nd, Del Rapids 3rd, Dakota Valley 4th, West Central 5th, with Canton receiving votes. Really don't expect that to change coming up next week, but the media will vote, and the new football poll will come out Monday at 5 o'clock. And again, for Sioux Falls Christian, now 6-0. Their last 3 games, Bridgewater, Emory, Ethan at home next Friday on the 18th at Del Rapids in a game to watch. And then they will wrap up the regular season on the road at Dakota Valley on Thursday, October 24th. Tanagers now 2-4 on the season at Tri-Valley next Friday. They'll host Dakota Valley 2 weeks from tonight here at the Dome for senior night. And then they'll wrap up the regular season at West Central on Thursday, October 24th. And, again, Tanagers at Tri-Valley, pregame at 6, kickoff at 7 from the country north of Hartford, Tri-Valley, in between Colton, Crooks, and Renner. I think that's Colton, Cooks, and Renner that comprise Tri-Valley, if the old 40-season veteran of high school football in South Dakota will remember. But we'll have it for you here on Live Ticket TV, Vermillion Tanagers Live, with the pregame at 6 and kickoff at 7 on Friday night. Cole, thanks for your help. Thanks for helping the old guy get back in the game.
Absolutely. It was my pleasure.
All right. And again, the final score, it's Sioux Falls Christian 43 and Vermillion 7. This has been a special sports presentation of Vermillion Tanagers Live on Live Ticket TV. And, like we said, for Tanager Sports, it's Vermillion Tanagers Live on Live Ticket TV, brought to you by a lot of great sponsors. We bid you good night from H. Lauren Lewis Field inside the Dakota Dome at the University of South Dakota Vermillion.